All right, we're live. Let me get set up. Hello, hello, Parker. How you doing? How you doing? Let me put this. Oh, let me fix this. There we go. All right. So Seattle versus the Rams. Going to be a very interesting one. Obviously, like I said, both these teams trying to get that number one seed and trying to win that division. So I got the Seattle Seahawks in this one. I'm hoping I'm correct. Kick us underway. Return to about the 30-yard line. And yes, we're sharp. 30 to 29-yard line. First down 10 for the Rams. Hello, hello, Daniel. How you doing? Happy Monday. Well, happy Thursday. Sorry, happy Thursday. Ooh, goodness. All right. So Stafford's going to start by the 29-yard line. First down 10 for the Rams. Like I said, I'm hoping that the Seahawks do win because for some odd reason the Panthers do really, really well against the number one seed in the NFC. I don't know why. So that's what I'm rooting for. Uh, Obviously, Devontae Adams not addressing out is definitely going to hurt this Rams offense, but we'll see how it does with just being Puka Nacua, who comes in motion. Going to be a handoff. That's to be Kyron Williams, who's going to stumble, but gets his gains ground about 7 yards in the play, second down and 3, and someone's helmet came off. All right. At first he stumbled, but he's able to get back up, and that was, I think it's Kobe Bryant, though. Is that Kobe Bryant? Yeah, Kobe Bryant got his helmet taken off. Second down and about 2, long 2. Like I said, showing Devontae Adams once again. All right, going to be 3 times set, I formation. Going to be a handoff to Kyron Williams, who's going to try this right side again. Initially got stopped, but then gains another yards. Be third down and 1. Leonard Williams did have him dead rights for about a 1-yard loss, but Kyron Williams did make him lose his ground. No, lose his footing, sorry. And it's going to be third down and 1. 13:55 to go in the first quarter. I will say I do like the Seahawks uniform. I don't know about the helmet. The helmet being like the chrome kind of like I don't know what's like it's like reflective kind of thing. I don't know if I like that, but I like the actual jerseys. All right, so under center, going to be a quick throw, and that's going to be unfortunately incomplete to Puka Nacua. Devon Witherspoon on the covers there, and we got a little chirping going on with Kobe Bryant with Puka Nacua. As we 4th and 1. It's 4th and 1 at about the 48-yard line. Yeah, I tried to do like a little RPO action, and unfortunately it was incomplete. So they are going for it in 4th and 1. Like I said, they are still on their side of the field. 13:36 to go in the first quarter. Stafford under center. Got some Puka Nacua in motion. Going to be a handoff to Kyron Williams, who is going to get the first down and got up at the 41-yard line. First down 10 for the Rams. Very risky play, but like I said, got 2 yards there, so it's going to be another fresh set of downs for the Rams. You are seeing a lot more 3 tight end personnel. Obviously, like I said, without having Devontae Adams. So they are doing a lot more running and also a lot more tight ends. That's number 87 in motion. Going to be a handoff to Kyron Williams, who's going to make one man miss, make another man miss, up to the 45, down to about the 47-yard line, gain of 7 yards, second down and 3. Rams are able to move the ball, especially on the ground. And they're taking up a whole lot of time right now. I mean, they're just near midfield. They've already taken up almost like 2.5 minutes. Stafford under center again. Got 3 tight ends. Gonna be a hand to Kyron Williams again, and he gets like about 4 yards carry. So first down 10 once again at the 49-yard line of Seattle. I mean, like it's working. They're getting like 3. I mean, not really 3. They're getting like 4 or 5, even 6 yards a pop. So right now, Kyron Williams 5 rushes for 23 yards. Like he's getting about 4 or so yards a pop. Stafford under center. Going to be a play action pass for the first time. Steps in the pocket, is going to run. It's up to the 45 and slides about the 43-yard line. So it's going to be gain about 4 or 5 yards, depending on the way spot him. It's going to be second down and about 5. 11:40 left to go in the first quarter. So everyone going to say it's a 4-yard gain. So second down 6. Stafford under center. Bunch to the right. Going to be hand to Kyren Williams off to the left side. He's going to come back inside, and he's going to gain about 3. So it'll be third down and about a long 3. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry about that. So now we're going to say third down and 4. All right. Stafford in shotgun formation. Kyren Williams to his left. Draws back a pass. Does he get some pressure? Throws to the right side and be caught, and that's going to be short of the first down. That's going to be getting to Terrence Ferguson. That's going to be short of the first down marker. It's going to be about, depends on the spot. Yep, it's going to be short. It's going to be fourth down and 1. Obviously, Rams going to go for it. 10:20 left to go in the first quarter. Fourth down and 1 to see if they can get it again. They were it the first time. Yeah, they're bringing the heavy set. I already see like 2 more tight ends come in. Yeah. Stafford under center. Going to send Ferguson into motion. Going to be a hand up to Kyren Williams. And he's going to be, it depends on the spot. He might be short. I think they're going to mark him short. Obviously, he's going to be reviewable. But I think he's going to mark him short. Hello there, Dobie. How you doing? Welcome. Like I said, from the spot right now, it looks like a short. Obviously, it's going to be reviewable. Brad Allen is a referee, so just let you know that. But I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why in the world are you going? Why in the world are you trying to go off to the edge on a 4th and 1? It's close. I think he gets it. I do. I think he gets it. But I think it's close. They're probably going to mark him. They're probably marking him short. Going to do a review, and he might not get it because it's really close. So virtual measurement, they say it is not. No, it's off by about an inch. So first down 10 for Seattle. All right, so first down 10 for Seattle. 10. 9:41 left to go in the first quarter. And some of concern, obviously. Seattle's got to adjust to the fact that the Rams are doing a lot of 3 tight end sets. Obviously, like I said, without Davante Adams being there. Kyren Williams is able to get, like I said, about 4 yards a carry is what he's been doing. Obviously not good. But if you're Seattle, you're hoping and you're praying that Sam Darnold can actually do something on offense because he did not do anything for the last 2 times he's played the Rams. So we'll be interested to see how this comes out after this commercial break. Dobie, is this going to be the best Thursday football game of all time? I really do hope so. I'm really excited for this one. Not going to lie. Usually these games are for bad teams, not teams fighting for the division lead and the number 1 seed. Because you got this Thursday night football game. And then, isn't it next Thursday night football? Oh, next Thursday night football is Christmas. So, like, the Christmas games are very interesting, too. So, like, I don't know. I am very, very intrigued about how, like, all is supposed to go. Because you got the Chiefs. You got the Chiefs and, who's playing on Christmas again? I got to double check and make sure I don't say the wrong thing. But I'm trying to remember who plays on Christmas. Because there's a couple of good games on Christmas next week. Because I know they're trying to beat what's talking about? Oh yeah, they're trying to beat the NBA. So you got Cowboys, Commanders, you got Lions, Vikings, Broncos, Chiefs. Oh, actually no, there's not really a good slate. Yeah, Cowboys Commanders, which like Cowboys like technically have a shot, but not really against Commanders who are pretty much done for the season. Lions Vikings could be interesting at 3:30, and then you got Broncos Chiefs, which is like now you don't have Patrick Mahomes. I'm dadgummit, I was hoping it would be a lot. Hoping a lot be better. Well, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. I think it's Cowboys. Yeah, Cowboys, Commanders, Lions, Vikings. Yeah, and then they got the Chiefs and the Broncos. Which I mean, it'd be nice for the Broncos if they're able to sweep the Chiefs for the first time in. Golly, what's the last time they've swept the Chiefs? I gotta look that up. When's the last time they swept the Chiefs? Sam Darnold under center from the 39-yard line. Going to send number 81 to motion. Going to be a flash pass. Dumps off at number, looks like Barner. Going to gain about 7 yards. So nice job there by Barner to gain 7 yards. Second down at 3. I said it before. I really like the uniforms, but I don't really love the reflective like helmet kind of thing. I don't really like that. But I do like the unis. I do like the jerseys. I don't know why. I mean, it gives me that Oregon vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gives me that Oregon vibe. And I really like those uniform combinations. So, second down, a long 2. Under center. 2 tight ends set. Going to be to the right. Sends Cooper Kupp in motion to the left. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be Walker who gets those 2 yards. Gets the first down. First down 10 for Seattle. 9:05 would go in the first quarter. It will be interesting to see if, Seattle can also kind of convert in the red zone. They've had a very, very, I want to say interesting. I don't know if that's the right word that I want to use, but, the fact that they just cannot, for the life of them, finish in the red zone is baffling. But, I don't know. Going to be a flash pass for Sam Darnold, who's going to throw back a screen to Walker. He's got blockers in front, 50, 45, 40. Got one blocker in front, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, and down to the 5-yard line. That is Walker. Kenneth Walker down first and goal to the 5, and Seattle is cooking. Please finish right here. I picked you, Seattle. I'm hoping you win. I'm hoping you win because I'm the only one who picked Seattle, too. So I'm hoping that also so I can get a little leg up in the pick'ems. Let's see here. I love the uniforms, but I don't like their I don't like the reflective, like the helmets and their numbers are kind of reflective. They look identical to the helmet, and that's a lot going on. What's up there, Zoe? How you doing? How you doing? Parker. Do I like Claire Tracy? Claire Tracy. I gotta look up who Claire Tracy is. I'm pretty bad with names. I'm better with faces than names. Claire Tracy. Who is Claire Tracy? Rice soccer player. Oh, that's awful, dude. How'd she die? Found dead in her apartment. Dude. I don't really watch that much soccer, so I didn't know her. But that sucks that she died. I didn't know anything about it. Gonna be a handoff. That's gonna be Zach Charbonnet gets a touchdown. Sorry about that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Claire Tracy, but like I said, I think there's been a couple times that you've asked. Like I said, I just don't watch them with soccer, so unfortunately, I didn't know who she was. Unfortunately, about who that she died, I didn't look up exactly how she died. But obviously, any death is brutal for the family, brutal for everyone involved, all the friends that are involved as well. So prayers out to her family and obviously to her friends. Kick is up, kick is good. 7-0, 7:09 left to go in the first quarter. Zoe, boy, I seem to have jumped in just the time for a very exciting play. Yes, you did. Like I said, Kenneth Walker did all get them down there, but unfortunately, they just we'll just give it to Zach Charbonnet and let him get a touchdown. Which I know obviously makes a lot of Kenneth Walker fantasy owners not very happy. Like I said, I didn't see what happened to her. I can check and see. Let's see here. Where does it say? ba, 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 ba. Oh, okay. So it seemed it like it's did she commit suicide? Found dead in her apartment a day after posting ChatGPT devil trend. I, I'm looking at People magazine. I don't know what this is. Um, Asphyxiation due to oxygen displacement by helium. Why are you doing helium? Oh my. Oh, okay, so apparently, um, it's a devil trend on TikTok. Why are we doing this? Why? Oh. I never have, and I probably never will get TikTok. But a lot of stuff that happens on TikTok, like a lot of the trends, I just don't understand. I don't. It's people who are close around my age. I don't understand it. I don't. Dobie, worked with a NASCAR driver. I did see about that, and his entire family who passed away today. Private helicopter crash. I did see that. I saw that as a it was on YouTube. Like said that like how they have like certain posts. Like oh we just go through your YouTube feed or have like said So I did see about that too. Yeah, like I said, them soccer players talking about Parker. They revealed about the Rob Reiner thing. Rob Reiner and his wife. Um, wait, is that the? I'm sorry, I was lost looking at this Prime thing. Like that whole situation, which is a whole other thing. So apparently, Prime also has a young Sherlock show coming out. But the only thing I could think about was the guy who plays young Sherlock. I'm assuming I can't remember the movie series, but it's like if 50 Shades of Grey was for teenagers, something like that. I don't remember the person's name. All I know is that like there's a YouTube channel that I watch. Dylan is in trouble. He like watches movies and like comments on movies, like those kind of movie commentaries, and I can't remember the name of the movies, but it's like him and this like blonde girl. I don't know, but like they're like very toxic for each other, but they constantly make movies for like make movies about the relationship. And it's like I don't understand why people like these kind of movies because like this is not what people should want to do. But it's like based off like a Wattpad like fan. What is it? What is those called? Um, what's that called? Where people like write about fan fiction. Goodness gracious, like it's based upon like something like that. It's like but made into like movies, and I can't remember the guy's name, but like I saw his face and I was like, I know that's the guy, but I don't know his name. I just see his face, and he was in something else too. That I was like, what is he doing here? But yeah, I don't know. So I was distracted by Prime Video doing a young Sherlock. Goodness gracious. What is his son? Prayers to Rob Reiner, and yeah, that's what it was revealed that it was his son that killed him and his wife, which is like that. I don't like. So we've talked about it multiple times. It's a crazy world we live in, and just I don't know people's motivation sometimes. I don't understand why people do what they do. It's just it is a wild thing to see. Um, oh, sorry, back to the game. From the 38-yard line, shocker formation throws down wide open up to the 50 to the 45, 40, up to the 35-yard line. That's gonna be Allen, the tight end, and Rams gonna be a great field position. I don't know why it was so wide open. Looked like I think they were in zone. Looks like let's see here. All right, so Allen's right here. Oh, okay. It's just like a nice little pocket in the zone. Yeah, Ernest Jones kept taking the flat zone, and so like obviously like, he's like 7 yards in front of Allen, so Allen's just there open. So from the 35-yard line, I formation going to be hand up Blake Corum. Going to try left side. He's going to get motions on through. Gets about 5 yards. I don't know how. I mean, like there was like so many Seattle defenders there. I don't know how in the world he didn't get put down, but He got about 5 yards, second down 5. 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter, and Rams trying to respond. They were talking about before. There's 3 pairs of 600 yards rushers. Kyle Monangai and DeAndre Swift. Obviously Montgomery and Gibbs, and also Blake Corum and Williams, Kyron Williams. Under center, play action pass, and is going to just sidearm it, and unfortunately Allen drops the ball. So it's going to be 3rd down and 5 from the 30-yard line. Try to be a little naked bootleg, but unfortunately, like I said, Stafford had kind of sidearm it, but it unfortunately went incomplete. I mean, he hits Brad like right in the stomach. I don't know why he tries to grab it like this. He tries to catch like this. I don't know why they do that. That is definitely a uniform. Goodness gracious. 3rd down 5 from the 30-yard line. Empty set. Looks like Seattle might be trying to blitz. Great disguise. Throws a little floater, and it's going to be incomplete. Try to get to number 15. However, it falls incomplete. 4th down and 5. Great job by Seattle bringing a nickel blitz, showing a linebacker blitz, and bringing a nickel blitz instead. Looks like they're going for it. All right. So 4:26 left to go this first quarter. And this will be the 3rd? Yeah, 3rd, 4th down that the Rams are going to have to try to convert. Right now they're 1 for 2. Recommendation, toss-up. Yeah, thank you, Next Gen Stats. Maybe you can do it, maybe not. I love the Next Gen Stats. All right, we're going to bring a blitz, and he's going to throw, and that's going to be caught by Puka Nacua on Josh Jacobs. However, there is a flag that's being thrown. Don't know if it's going to be on the defense or going to be on the offense. On the defense, I think it's offsides. Yep, it's offsides on the defense. It doesn't really matter. So penalty's going to be declined, and it's going to be 1st down 10 for the Rams. I do like the blackberry Dr. Pepper. I don't know what it is. I think it's just smooth. I mean, that's great concentration by Puka Nacua. He has to go through Josh Jobe just to be able to catch it. That's great concentration by Puka Nacua. So 1st down 10 from the 24? Yeah, 24-yard line. 4:20 left to go in the first quarter. And they've got 3 tight ends to the right. Going to be a play action pass, and we got a little bit of a that's got to be a hold. No? Okay, I'm going to throw it out to be up to 15, down about the 5-yard line, and that is Mumfield. Don't know who Mumfield is. I'm going to be honest. 1st down and goal from the 5-yard line. I'm surprised they didn't call a hold here. I'm trying to figure out what tight end was holding a little bit on the edge. Allen. It's okay. I kind of see it's not enough for it to be really a big hold, but it did kind of slow Lawrence down a little bit. 1st and goal. See if the Rams can respond. 3:30 left to go in the first quarter. Again, going to have 3 tight ends set under center. Going to be a hand of Blake Corum, who's going to try the middle of the field. He gets absolutely nothing. It's going to be 2nd and goal from about the 6. I think he actually lost a yard. Yeah, try to go through the heart of that defense. Jaron Reed, obviously, like I said, he's the one. I really wanted Jaron Reed this past offseason, but he ended up going to the Seahawks. So that sucks. They keep on paying Devontae Adams. You understand he's not playing. They did twice in the first drive, and I was trying again. Hey, this is where when we go to Devontae Adams. Yeah, we get it. There's a Puka Nacua in motion up to the left. Going to be a handoff, and that's going to be Blake Corum, who's going to again lose a yard. Great job there, won by Witherspoon by stopping him, and then great move there. I think that's number 20 that finishes up the play. The 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line. 2:31. Let's go in the first quarter. Sorry. Oh, it was Julian Lowe that finished the job. Okay. it is kind of funny seeing Byron Murphy next to Leonard Williams because Byron Murphy is amazing, but he's also much shorter. And that's going to be a throw. That's going to be a Puka Nakua, and he is going to be just short. He's been at the goal line. He's kind of getting a little bit slow getting up, though. Yeah, that's not good for Puka. Puka's down on the ground. I don't know if it's like he's like the wind knocked out of him or what. He's like kind of slow getting up. And now, oh, heck, we got another person down. Is that Larry Jackson? As the offensive line that's down. I can't tell who it is. They didn't show what the number was. But show right now is obviously like I said, it's Job on Puka Nakua. Great job there by Nick Imawari for preventing the touchdown because it's close, but he doesn't make it. Great job there by Nick Imawari. That hit prevented Puka Nakua from getting in. So it's going to be 4th and goal from about the half-yard line when we come back. But there is an injury on the Rams side, so hopefully he's okay. It had a guarding cap on, so I'm trying to think who was a guarding cap on the offensive line for the Rams. But I can't think who it is, unfortunately. Ooh. Ooh. Like that a lot. How are all y'all's day being so far? I'm a little bit tired. We've got one more day of school. One more day. But today was tiring. One, I don't know. For some of y'all, might have been a while since you've been in middle school, but y'all know how chaotic sometimes middle school dance can be. I had to chaperone a middle school dance. So that was not very fun. Also, like we have over 1,000 kids, 500 per grade. So imagine 1,000 sixth graders and seventh graders, all in one gymnasium, all screaming on top of your lungs. So I could not hear for a good little bit. So it took me a little bit for my ears to readjust. So I literally couldn't hear. Because whenever a song would be going on, they'd be screaming at the top of their lungs, and they go high pitched. So yeah, my ears were rough today. And so, like I said, we got one more day. And then we got Christmas break. So, whoop. But yeah, no, it was a very long day. Very long day. Oh, goodness. I'm really excited for this weekend, especially for like some of the upcoming games. Obviously, I want to stream some of the games, but I won't be streaming on Saturday or Sunday. I'll be with my dad celebrating Christmas. So, excuse me, pretty sorry for that. It's Kevin Dotson who got taken out. So I'll be streaming obviously today's game, and then Friday night is the Alabama Oklahoma game. So I'll be streaming that as well. 4th down, we throw for the end zone, and that's going to be. Is that going to be touchdown? Yes, it is. Touchdown to Ferguson. However, there is a flag. So hold on for just a second. I think it might be like a roughing the passer penalty. Oh my gosh, it's a legal man downfield. An eligible man downfield. How dumb can you possibly be? You're on the half-yard line. How can you? Okay, as offensive lineman, I'm sorry. As offensive lineman, how dumb can you be when you know you're not supposed to be like more than a yard down the field, and it's the backup guy. Oh my gosh, it's the backup guy. He definitely was. The guy who replaced Dotson, the right guard. I mean, good lord, Terrence Ferguson takes a shot. I mean, he gets the it should have been a touchdown. It should have been touchdown. The backup guard goes down. I mean, he's like 3 yards down the field, like in the end zone. So instead, it's going to be the thicker kicker, Harrison Mevis, on for the extra point, for the field goal. $23 yards. Kick is up. Kick is going to be good. So it is 7-3. 1:43 left to go in the first quarter. Saturday. Saturday? What Saturday? I wait. No, I thought Bama's Bama and Oklahoma is on Friday, right? Because you got Bama and Oklahoma on Friday, and then you got the three-game schedule of Texas A&M, Miami, and the only reason why they're doing that is because the afternoon slate and the night game is competing against excuse me, the NFL games. Because at first I was wondering why they scheduled it the way that they did. Because I was like, why would you put like the two closest games? And I understand maybe the Friday slot, but why put them in the morning slot? And then I realized, oh, it's because the NFL has a game at 3:30 and then has another game like later like that night. So it makes a lot more sense. There's Packers Saturday. Oh, gotcha. Yes. Because the Packers Bears game, I think is that the Saturday night game? So I think, like I said, that's the one that like I was like, okay, that makes sense. Obviously, it's a huge game. And then I'm trying to think of the one that's at 3:30. I know there's one like around that time. So like it's like the college football games like we don't really want to compete with that. We'll get the viewership for Friday night and for Saturday morning, and then you can take the rest. Yep. Okay. I thought. Okay. Good. I thought I was right on that one. But yeah, that should be an interesting one. Obviously, like I said, if the Bears win, then you pretty much. I don't say you pretty much get the division, but you have a very high likelihood of winning the division. Um, but you can still technically lose it if the Lions win out and you beat the Packers, but then you lose to the 49ers and the Lions. I think technically the Lions could win the division, but it's very, very unlikely. So going to be pistol formation. Going to be a handoff to Charbonnet. Sorry, no, I'm gonna say Charbonnet. I was thinking of Chalamet. I don't know why. But Zach Charbonnet going to get about 8 yards of the carry. Second down 2, 1:30 left to go in the first quarter. Bro, Gray Zabel was such a great pickup by them. And on Braden Fisk is amazing. So second down and 1. Well, really, it's about 2, but a long one. Under center, going to be a play action pass, and Sam Darnold's going to check it down. It's going to be, Barner loses the ball, unfortunately. And it's going to be third down and long one. Yeah, A.J. Barner had it, and then he just dropped it. But he did get popped in the back, though. I'll give him that. So third down and long one. Dang, Clint Kubiak looks so much like his dad. I mean, obviously, like I said, his dad, but still. Been a while since I said Gary Kubiak. But, yeah. Third down and 1, shotgun formation, running back to his left. Going to send Shaheed in motion up to the right. Drops back to pass. Quick throw. It's going to be dropped. A little bit of an air pass trying to get to JSN. However, Emmanuel Forbes on the coverage. And it's going to be fourth down and a long one. Got a punch ball away. 105 left to go in the first quarter. Yeah, a little bit off there. Like I said, it's okay covered by Emmanuel Forbes, but I think it's just also a little bit of a late pass by Sam Darnold. Not the best thrown ball, too. So I don't know if I want to give that totally to Emmanuel Forbes or if I just want to say, like, I think Sam was a little bit late on that one. All right, punt is underway, and it's going to be returned. Should be. Oh, well, fair caught. Fair caught about the 11-yard line. So first down 10 for the Rams. 7-3 at 58 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Please do not go to commercial break, and we are going to commercial break. We're going to commercial break, and we'll be back, and there'll be like 2 plays, and then we'll be back to commercial break. Thanks, Brian. I know I've mentioned this before, but I do think it's interesting, like the Prime thing of like whenever you're watching like Amazon Prime for Thursday Night Football game, anytime there's a commercial on, they'll like have like this thing where you can like press like you want to learn more about this, just press this. We'll send you email. We'll send you email. Don't worry about it. We'll we can sell your data. You just all you gotta do is say hey, say yes, come on. I don't know. I think it's interesting because like They done it before, like with there was another thing too, where in the actual ad you could see if you saw something that you liked in the ad, you'd be like, okay, you can buy it now. You like this that you like from the ad, you can buy it now. Which, granted, is good for their business. There are like technically no division locked up yet, but there are some that are pretty much guaranteed. Like the NFC East is pretty much guaranteed. The AFC East is pretty much guaranteed because like even though the Buffalo Bills did beat the Patriots, the Patriots still technically would have to either lose to the Dolphins or the Jets, which more than likely is not going to happen. Because even if they end it with the same exact schedule, not same exact schedule, end it with the same exact record, the Patriots will win out for the division because technically, like I said, the Bills lost to the Dolphins, so they have one more loss in the division. So obviously, like I said, if they end the same exact record, Patriots are going to win. So more than likely, the Patriots are going to win the AFC East. I would be surprised if they don't. So both East divisions are pretty much guaranteed. Both West divisions are technically up in the air, though for the Broncos, they're a little more secure, but depends on what happens this week. It depends what happened in Week 18. If the Broncos win against the Jaguars, then they pretty much got it. If they don't, they might lose. That's going to be a throw out some people to go up to the 40 to 45, 50. Oh my gosh, 45 up to the 40, up to the 35 and down to the 33-yard line. I mean, it was basically just like an in route, and he was open and he just burst through. Who was supposed to cover him? Oh, it came into motion late. Okay, and then his zone gets behind Ernest Jones, and he's just off the races. So Rams in great field position after that one play by Puka Nacua. Puka Nacua already 4 receptions for 74 yards. Oh, goodness. All right, 2 times set, going to be a handoff. That's going to be off to the right side, and Kyron Williams is going to avoid a loss. I mean, it could have been like a loss of like 1 or 2, but great job there by keeping his balance and gets about 4. So it's going to be end of the first quarter. It's going to be second down at about 6. Still 7-3, but Rams are driving. Excuse me. The Broncos are looking really good. Yes, they are, Adobe. I mean, I think we knew. Wait, is there a new 28 days later? What? Why is there another 28 days later? All right, interesting. All right. What was it saying? I don't know. The 28 days later kind of threw me off. Sorry. Oh, yes, the Broncos. Yes. So, I mean, we talked about this like in the offseason, also as the season progressed. Like, we always thought the offense, the defense will be good, and it has been. Obviously, not as good as the Texans. The Texans' defense has been outstanding. But the fact is that the Broncos have also shown that when they're down, they're able to come into the fourth quarter, come back, and even though Bo Nix still has a lot of doubters, I think you still have to acknowledge the fact that when this comes to crunch time, like Bo has proven that he can either get himself out of the situation that he put himself in, or like I said, he can deliver when it's like when actually it's against a good team. You can say all you want to about the fact that yes, Michael Parsons going down definitely affected, but at the same exact time, like the Broncos were still like come back into the game had already. Defense also given the Broncos no chance with that pick, and you start to see the tide turning because based upon the turnovers that you have an amazing defense that is able to produce. So like the Broncos and the Texans, the only thing I'm hoping for is that they don't face off against each other until maybe the divisional round, Because if I am all right, if I'm the Texans, I don't want to face against the Broncos. I want to face against the Patriots. Because if I'm the Texans, I feel pretty confident that my defensive line and my defense, for the most part, can either confuse or get after Drake May. Drake May's been playing amazingly, but the one thing I will say, and I know that some of the Patriots fans who are friends of mine are not going to be happy about this, but the kind of defenses that the Patriots have played are not necessarily the best. So I'm kind of concerned about. Obviously, this is like a rebuilding year for the Patriots. That it just so happens that you had a ridiculously easy schedule, and you've been able to have Drake May have this amazing season, like almost MVP season. At the same time, you haven't really been challenged that much by good defense because the Bills don't really have that great of a defense like they have in years past as opportunistic defense. So it's like I'm very concerned for the Patriots in the playoffs when they have to face off against a really good defense. Chargers, Broncos, or even the Texans. Like those could be very, very troublesome for you. And there's a chance that the Patriots could play if the Chargers are the seventh seed. There's a chance the Patriots could play the seventh seed and that could be the Chargers. Like it could be Texans, Bills, Chargers. Just saying. Third down 8. Stafford throws, be caught. That's gonna be up to 15, down to the 13-yard line. And is that who I think it is? Yes, Whittington. I haven't heard Whittington in quite some time. But Whittington gets down to the 13-yard line. First down 10 for the Rams. I forgot to mention on that second down play, they tried to throw a little floater to Puka Nacua. It's a little off though. But great job there by Kyron Williams picking up the blitz. I think was that safety? Yeah, it was Witherspoon that came on the blitz. Technically, nickel blitz. Stafford so far, 8 for 12 for 142. Going to be under center. 2 tight ends to the right. Going to be a handoff to Kyron Williams, who's going to cut back to his right, and he's going to get up to about the 8-yard line. That's going to make it about second down and 6. Yurday Tree is one of the Broncos and Bo Nix's biggest daughters. Doubters. Oh, I was like daughters. Yeah, doubters. And keeps talking about how insufferable Brandon Perna is going to be, but he sounds like Tree is insufferable for expecting such. It's also okay. I'll say this too. Tree, he's also a very, very negative person too. Second down 5, going to be a hand off to Kyron Williams, who's going to bounce it. Oh, he gets about 3 yards there. It'll be third down 2. Tree and who do I want to say? Tree, Barry's kind of the same exact way. 5 is the same exact way. So is Scooter. They will get in their own way because they believe a player is a certain way. Like Scooter will die on the hill that Bo Nix will always forever be bad Auburn Bo Nix. And you'll never go off of that. Third down 2 tight set, under center. Going to send Allen into motion. Going to be a play action pass. And it's going to dump off to Allen, but unfortunately it's way too low for him. And it's be fourth down 2 from the 5-yard line. 12:49 to go second quarter. Obviously the Rams going to go for it. And but going back to it, I think that's like a huge problem that happens like a lot of like, I mean, it happens definitely with a lot of the NFL pundits, like big NFL pundits. But it's also being kind of a problem for some of the people in the clickbait crew that they are going to stick by either their narratives that they created or by like, their draft projections. And if they think someone's bad, they will hold on to that until their dying breath. And it kind of sucks. Fourth down 2. Try to get him to jump off sides. Yeah. Going to take the penalty, and great job there by the Seattle defense not jumping, and it's going to be fourth down and about 7. Guy kicks field, going to make it a 1-point game. But yeah, it's I like Urinary Tree, like I said, as a YouTuber, but that is one of the things that he does do is like he's like, oh, he's gonna be insufferable, he's gonna be terrible, and it's like, I don't know. I mean, like if you're thinking about it, you are the Steelers that have been consistently like just meh, just meh for the longest time. Brand has had to deal with the fact of his Broncos same exact way with the Panthers being awful, but not as awful. They've been like kind of like up and down, but they've not made it to the back to the playoffs. They made it back to the playoffs last year, and then this year they're the number one seed. So hey, it's kind of understandable for the Broncos fans to be happy. So being insufferable, I don't know. If it's unsufferable because you think that you have a good team and everyone else is trying to tell you have a bad team, I can understand being insufferable because people are doubting if your team is good or not. And right now, you have the highest record, and they're talking about you, but they're not talking the same way they did with the Patriots. But I think the Patriots are the ones that you really need to be talking about being frauds, which I don't think the Patriots are frauds. I just think that they're a good team that hasn't had to face a lot of good teams that is learning as they go, and they will be better in the future. So it's one of those things where I've talked about it before. Like I will admit when I am wrong. I've done it multiple times because I think that's the main thing you have to do is you have to have integrity when you're going to be like an NFL pundit or something like that. But like when you have people who do the season predictions, like an Adam Rank, who will make some of the most stupidest predictions, and will never like said look back on them or anything like that. Like I did that last year, like where like I made predictions, some of them I did not do well on, and I talked about what I didn't do well on, what I did do well on. I basically graded myself, and so I'll do the same as I think for this year. Like after this year is done, and it's one of the things where like you have to hold yourself if you're going to make predictions, if you're going to make bold claims, back it up. Don't just be like throwing it out there, be like yeah, I might be wrong. That's good. Oh, I said a player was trash. Oh, I said the player would never make it in the NFL, and now they are, so now I'm gonna be their best buddy. No, forget about that. Like, don't do that. Like, I'm never too negative. I try to be too positive. Obviously, like, there are obviously people who have flaws, but right now they're showing the Sony noise canceling $398. I'm not paying $398 for some daggum headphones. Good lord, $398. No. I get some for maybe $100. Maybe $100. $398 is ridiculous. $398 for like maybe like at bare minimum. At bare minimum. But actually at most, like 20% better noise canceling than the average. I don't understand that at all. That some people just will pay ridiculous amount of money for the most obscene things I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, we've been bad for a long time. It's been really nice being good again. Exactly. And like I said, I think that you deserve to be able to talk some trash. You deserve to be happy. Like I said, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense for someone who, especially from a team who's been good, being like, oh, well, you shouldn't be doing that. No, let them be happy. Now, if y'all get good again and y'all say good again, then yeah, you can be like, okay, well, like then you can say certain things, but like, let them be happy. Let them be happy. From a 35-yard line, under center, that's to be a false start. Good lord, was that Christian Haynes? Yeah, I think it was. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of money for headphones. That's a ridiculous amount of money for headphones, Adobe. Exactly, Adobe. Oh, sorry. I should miss the first one. Yeah, just like the Bears. We're just happy to be relevant again. Exactly. I think it's entirely acceptable for fans to be excited for their teams being good again. I don't think that counts being insufferable. Exactly. Like, I am happy that the Panthers are finally, like, have a possibility of winning the division. Are we going to? I have no idea. At least we have a possibility of doing so. First 15 from the 30-yard line, shotgun formation. Drops back a pass, and he gets some pressure, and he's going to basically get a yard. Sam Darnold? Yeah. Second down 14. Like, and I understand that the NFC South sucks. I understand that too. But I hate the fact that, like, we're always seen as mediocre, as awful, and kind of stuff. I'm like, okay. Like, I understand that it's been that way since Tom Brady's last year. But before then, we still had, like I said, we still had good seasons. We still had, like, yes, it's been about 10 years, but we were consistently one of the most like challenging divisions where we would be like, at each other's throats. And so how little it takes you to forget. And at the same time, like he's talking like they're talking about us, but the AFC North's also pretty abysmal. Sam Darnold's going to scramble, and he is going to lose about 2 yards. It's going to be third down 16, landman with a sack. Again, not looking great for Sam Darnold right now. It is 6-7. I have nothing to say about 6-7. I will say I'm not hearing it as much in my classroom. Thankfully, like I'm truly thankful that I'm not hearing it as much. But I did have a child, one of my students, made a 67 on his test, and almost had like a chicken jockey moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where like they were like going at like ballistic. And I'm like, it is a grade. You made a 67. Good for you. Gonna be a throw out to Kenneth Walker, who gets about 7 on a third down 15 after like a swing pass. Guy punts ball away. 11:08 left to go in the second quarter. Still 7-6. There we go. That's good. What's that? I was sure I thought with the 6-7. Good lord, I forgot what else I want to say. I think we're talking about the insufferability. Return from the 6-yard line up to the 10. That's going to be Xavier Smith up to about the 15, up to the 20, up to the 25, 30, up to the 35, and down to the 37-yard line as Xavier Smith. If I remember correctly, I think it's, was he from Florida A&M? I remember, I think it's his third year. It's his second or third year. I believe he was from Florida A&M. I wanted him as a late round guy. I think it's his second year because I wanted him as a late round guy. We ended up getting Jalen Cooker, so I was fine with that. I think that's right. But yeah, Xavier Smith, really great returner, speedy guy from Florida A&M. With that return, giving great field position to the Rams. Only time I want. I think it's dying down with the 6-7 stuff. Good. I hope so. Because, like I said, I know it's been said before, but you never realize how often you say certain numbers together until it becomes like a thing. So like whenever I'm teaching and I realize that I'm about to say the number, or like I could be like saying 1967, and they're like 67, like it's 67, like it's still the same exact thing, and it's like gotta be careful. Like I gotta be like, or like for instance, like if I'm doing if I'm like counting out numbers, like I'll be like having to do 6, pause, 7, and I'll have to do that because otherwise, like I said, students will be going crazy, which is a whole other thing. Trying to, yeah, like I said, it's not nearly as bad as like a chicken jockey kind of thing. Which I still don't understand that. Anyways, I'm like 25, but I'm like, I have a YouTube channel, but I don't have like any other kind of social media. So a lot of stuff I'm like chronically offline for. So I have like no idea what people are talking about, and so I don't understand the context. I also never played Minecraft too, so like I don't really know that stuff. But yeah, like so you have to be careful how you say certain things, or otherwise, like for some odd reason, middle schoolers cannot contain themselves. I don't know. Anyways, back to the actual game. So far, Seahawks helped mightily by that great return and, like I said, that touchdown drive. But besides that, they really haven't done that much. It's been 3 and outs, or I think they got like 1 first down, and they had to punt the ball away the next drive. The Rams are able to move the ball, but Seattle's defense is keeping them in the game. And that's the only reason why they're staying in the game right now. So, from the 38-yard line, under center, going to be a hand of Kyron Williams, who's going to actually no, is that Blake Corum? I can't tell. Yeah, Blake Corum. Blake Corum gets about 9 yards there, second down and 1. Oh. Goodness gracious. There we go. All right. I hate like it's late at night. My nose keeps getting stopped up. Goodness gracious. All right. Under center, two tight ends. Gonna be three tight ends set. Gonna be two tight ends to the right. Gonna be a handoff. Blake Corum gets to the 50-yard line down to the 49-yard line. Nice gain there, about 4 yards. First down 10 for the Rams. 9:40 left to go in the second quarter. Yeah, showing Sam Darnold right now. I forgot Drew Lock is on the Seahawks. That's crazy. He's got a mustache right now. That's real. It took me a little bit to recognize him. But I saw the side angle of Drew Lock, and I'm like, I know that face, but I didn't know that mustache. I don't like it. 9:15 left to go second quarter. Be under center. Two tight ends to the left. Going to be a handoff to Blake Corum, who's going to get about 3 or 4 yards. I'll give him 4. Second down 6. Yeah, they're right now they're talking about how they're using a lot of 13 personnel. Like I said, a lot of 3 tight end sets. Obviously, not having Devontae Adams is kind of impacting that. But I mean, it's been great for the Rams so far because, like I said, you've been able to get 4 or 5 yards pop every single time you run the ball. Now, obviously, it would be nice if Stafford had more chemistry with Allen because I think there's been like 3 drops by Allen so far in the day. Play action pass on second down 7 going to be dump off to Kyron Williams. Gets about 5 yards in play. Third down 2 from the 41 or 46-yard line. I think it's the 41. But still, third down. Hopefully, it does go down. If it gets bad again, I suppose you could dodge it by saying things like 3 years, like 1970, or 2 years after 65, possibly. I mean, thankfully, we'll go into geography. So years I'll talk about somewhat, but not as much as I do with civics. Shotgun formation going to be handoff to Kyron Williams, who's going to get the first down, gain of about 5 yards there. And the Rams will continue to drive down the field. I mean, they're getting like 4 or 5 yards a pop, so why wouldn't you run the ball? Also, what are we doing here, Seattle? I also don't love. I'm looking at right now. I don't love the fact on a third. Wait. On a third down and 2, that's the defense we're running. I don't love that. First down 10 or center. Going to be 3 tight ends. Got to hurry up. The play clock is at 4, 3, 2, 1. Barely got snap off. Going to be hand up Kyron Williams. He's going to bounce up to the left side to the 30, up to about got just short. Ashes Blake Corum. So it's going to be a 9-yard gain, second down and 1. It's also very hard to distinguish between Blake Corum and Kyron Williams. 1, they're both very small. 2, it's 22 and 23. So it's like, it's very hard to distinguish at the very beginning because like you're seeing them from the side, they both are very small. So it's not like a differences in like the stature of them, and they both have very similar numbers. Gonna be handled by Corum, who's going to size up to the left side. He's gonna get the first down, and great job trimming up. He only gets to about the 25-yard line as Nick Inouye with the tackle. So first down 10 to the 25-yard line for the Rams. 6:18 left to go in the second quarter. Still 7-6. Yeah, I know there's gonna be something else that's gonna replace 6-7. Always has been, always will be. Like I said, even in my day, there was even in my day. I'm not even that old. Even back in Vine culture, I guess Vine era, there was certain things that I guess would make people like stop what they were doing and say them out loud. On first down, 10, but he checked down speed to Kyron Williams to the 20-yard line. He absolutely stiff-armed the mess out of Nick Inouye. He still got him down, though, but he still got stiff-armed to the shadow realm. So, second down and 5 from the 20-yard line. Oh, my gosh. Goodness gracious, that felt awful. I hate that. I hate this every single time. It's just like stuffy. Anyways, empty set for Matthew Stafford here. Second down 4. Well, like 4.5. Drops back to pass and is going to step in the pocket. He's going to throw. So we caught down the 9-yard line And finish off at the 8-yard line, first down 10, and that's going to be number 15, Mumfield with the catch. First and goal. 5 minutes left to go in the game. Not in the game, sorry, in the first half. Good Lord. That's a good one right there. Just saying the score and starting with 7 and then saying 6. Exactly. You can't say nothing about 76. Though they definitely could, but hopefully no. All right, Rams. You've been basically in this situation the last couple times where you had to end in field goals. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be not Blake Corum. Kyron Williams down to the 3-yard line, so nice gain there. Second down and goal. Excuse me. 4:12 to go in the second quarter. 7-6. Like I said, the Rams have been in this position before. If they come down to another fourth down, are they going to kick a field goal? Obviously, you get the lead, but you feel defeated because it's been 3 straight times that you've made it all the way down and you can't punch it in. So, going to be a 3-tight set with Puka Nacua in there. Going to be a throw to the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown. And that's going to be a Terrence Ferguson, the rookie, out of Oregon. So he does get his touchdown, thankfully, Terrence Ferguson. And the Rams will take a lead. 12-7. I did like Terrence Ferguson coming out. I'm trying to remember, did I have him as tight end 3? I think I had him as tight end 3, and then had Harold Fannin Jr. as tight end 4. Or did I swap them? I don't know. I would have to go back. I know I had, Colston Loveland, then Tyler Warren. But I think I had Terrence Ferguson, then Harold Fannin, or I had them switch too. But this has been an amazing tight end class, which we already knew that was going to happen. But kick is up, kick is good. So 13-7, 3:43 left to go in the second quarter. The Chicago Bulls did that earlier this year. Benny the Bull was messing with a bunch of 76 players, and he pulled out a big sketch pad showing them their new logo, calling them the 76ers. Very nice. Very clever. Very clever Chicago Bulls. I mean, I don't know. I think it's also going to be one of those things that we look back on in really 5 years and be like, what? Why? Why do you even do that? I don't think it's going to be that powerful lexicon that's going to continue for a long time. Because obviously there's stuff that goes through fads. But I think it's gonna be one of those things that you look back on you know how people in the 90s used to say not no one really says that anymore now. But you look back on and you're like, that's kind of, I don't know, that's kind of dumb. Why do we do that? Why do we do that? I wasn't alive during that time, so I have no idea. But that's what I'm saying is you think back on certain things that was obviously in you, if you did it back then, you're so smart, you did that, but now look back on, you're like, why, what did that makes no sense. Why did we do that? So I don't know. But I do think about that a couple times because I've said a couple times in class, I was like, they were like, why don't you say it, Mr. Green? I was like, why do I not say that phrase? They're like, yeah. And I was like, well, I mean, there are certain things I don't say that are from your from TikTok or whatnot. But I was like, if I said certain things that was from Vine, you wouldn't understand them. I was like, if I say a potato flew around my room, would you understand that context? They're like, no. And I was like, exactly. I was like, some people who even watch Vine probably don't remember that one. But I was like, that was a big one back in the day. I was like, other stuff that would just randomly that you would just say that would be stuff that came from Vine. I don't know. But I've mentioned that a couple times to my students. Just I was like, why are we saying it? This don't try to interrupt class. But yeah, no, it is what it is. It is what it is. Fortunately, it may stick around for a while because the whole thing about telling people not after saying something didn't last that long, to be honest with you. But it still gets talked about. I guess that's true. It also helps if it's like talked about in like TV shows or stuff like that too. Like if it's like where it's reached the cultural lexicon, that's where it's been embedded into um, movies or TV shows, stuff like that. Like that also helps. That also helps like keep it around. All right, so first down, 10 to 35-yard line. Sam Darnold in center, two tight ends to the right. Going to be a handoff. It's going to be a Charbonnet who's going to get about a yard. Second down 9. Okay. 3:30 left to go in the second quarter. 13-7. Huh. Obviously, obviously, um, Seattle's got to get something on this drive because like you only have really one good drive. You have one good drive so far. Shotgun formation. Run it to his left. Looks like Kenneth Walker to his left. Darnold drops back a pass and is going to get sacked, and that's going to be Kobe Turner. They were just talking about him. He's doing his orchestra, not orchestra. What am I talking about? Maestro, yeah, Maestro celebration. Dude, I fell in love with Kobe Turner after watching. Speaking of Zoe, we talked about a couple times with the Bootleg Football Podcast. After watching him from Wake Forest, then he comes to the league, hair on fire. Obviously, he's helped out. He was working beside Aaron Donald for his last year, but he's been amazing for the Rams. Their defensive line is just crazy. So third down 16 going to be basically a handoff to Kenneth Walker, who gets the first down, gains of 17. How? On third and 16, it is an inside zone. An inside zone on third and 16 should not get a first down. We're at a 2-minute warning. We're near midfield. How? I mean, granted, great on Kenneth Walker by staying up and spinning out of that tackle, but it is third and 16. It wasn't like they did a draw. It wasn't like they did a screen. No, they straight up just basically wanted to punt the drive away. They did an inside zone, and you couldn't stop them. I'm rooting for the Seahawks, so I'm happy. But good lord, how do you let that happen? I don't know how you let that happen. Saying not only lasted a few months as well, but wherever you talk about 90s culture, it always gets talked about like it was one of the biggest things happening throughout the whole entire decade. I guess that's fair. Except we'll probably bring it up a good bit in the rest of the 2020s. I don't know. There's a lot of talk about the 2020s in general too, so there's that too. But I don't know. I do think too, like there's also like a lot more faster ending trends. I don't know. That's been kind of the case for a lot of stuff on the internet. It's been like a lot of like faster turnover trends, which is the reason why like when companies or commercials want to do like memes, they're usually like late on it because like by the time they do the commercial and they get it all the way out, it's like all when the meme is dead. Because they've done it before. Because I remember those Wendy's commercials. Top text, bottom text. I remember those commercials because I remember that. I think it was like 2012 or 2013, whatever it was. But like Wendy's wanted to be hip, and they decided to do like a meme, commercial. And I remember exactly that it was like I felt like people were trying to talk to me, and I was being marketed to, and I was like, this is stupid. I hate this. I didn't like Wendy's to begin with, but I remember watching that Wendy's commercial. And I'm thinking like, what? Why? Like I don't know. I just that image is burned into my head. I wonder if it's going to make a comeback in 2065, 67. Well, if it is, I more than likely will not be teaching. I don't know if I'm going to be teaching for 40 years. I'll teach. Let's see here. I'll teach for a good 20, 25, 20 to 25. I said I'll be pushing him for 30. I'll be pushing for 30, but I definitely will go to 20 to 25. From the 46-yard line, because like I said, they converted a third and 16. Going to be a handoff to Kenneth Walker, who's going to get up to about the 49-yard line. Great job there. Gain about 5 yards. Second down 5. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh. So far, JSN's been locked up. I mean, he did have that one target, which is a little bit off target by Sam Darnold. So hopefully he can get involved, but also kind of hope he doesn't. Second down 5. Shotgun formation. Going to be a handoff to Kyron Williams. Not Kyron Williams. Goodness gracious. Kenneth Walker. Gains about 4 yards on plays. Be third down in a very short one. I do think it'd be kind of funny if like JSN carries a lot of people to their fantasy leagues, and then like when they desperately need him for like the playoffs, he's just like gone. Gonna be a QB sneak, and Sam Darnold easily gets it. Gains about 2 yards there. First down 10 for the 43-yard line. All the Rams. 1:06 left to go in the second quarter, and the time is stopped. So I'm assuming a timeout's called. Assuming. We get it. He doesn't have any receiving yards tonight. You've already shown that next gen stats. Hey, you know he only got one target. He has no reception. He has no receiving yards. You know he had like 110 receiving yards like up to this point, and now he has 0. Yeah, he doesn't have a catch. So what's a timeout by the Seahawks? So 1:06 left to go in the second quarter. First down 10 for the 43-yard line. Shotgun formation with Charbonnet to his left. Going to be a handoff, and that's going to get a yard. You call a timeout and you get a yard on a run play. Good for you. Time is called again. Is Seattle calling another timeout? Seattle. Did you call another timeout? Okay, no, the Rams did. Okay, I about said if Seattle had called a timeout after that, I was like, what are you doing? It's like you just called timeout. Why would you call a run play like, oh, after the run play we're gonna call timeout? That's what I was about thought they were about to be happening. I was okay. I'm glad I was wrong. Goodness gracious. I already lost my playoff game. Oh, that sucks. Had I made it to the championship game, he would have definitely shot the bed on me today in a week 1 of the championship. Oh, because in yours you have the 2 weeks thing. Okay, I have one that's the 2 weeks, and I have one that's the every week is a different. Like I said, move on to like the next stage. Shotgun formation, running back to his right, drops back a pass. Sam Darnold's going to try to avoid the pressure, rolls it to his left, going to scramble, and that's going to be a flag. Don't know if the flag is on, but he gets up to about the 39-yard line. Gains about 4, so don't know if the flag is going to be holding on the defense, actually. Sean McVay is confused, but yes, in fact, there has been a hold that's been called on defense, so I think it's on 30. Let's see. Yeah, on Wallace. I see here, Wallace. Is that Levi? Wait. Is that Levi Wallace? No, there's no way that Levi Wallace is still in the league. It's still, yeah. It was on Rashid Shaheed. Holy crap, that looks like Levi Wallace. Is Levi Wallace still in the league? How? Levi Wallace is like, what? Well, no, he's probably in his 30s. But still, that's still kind of wild. All right, anyways, shotgun formation. Charbonnet to his right. From the 36-yard line, first down 10. 51 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Drops back to pass. Sam Darnold throws. Caught. That's up to 20, up to the 15. Fumble. And, oh my gosh, he recovered. Cooper Kupp caught it, ran, and then it got popped out. And then it rolls. and the Rams recover it in the end zone. You had an amazing shot. Granted, like I said, it's Cooper Cup. I mean, absolutely dices up Wallace, and then it gets popped out by Cameron Kitchens, and recovered by Kobe Durant. No, actually, no, it got popped out by the other defender. I don't know who the other defender was. Oh, Seattle. You had a great shot. Now, granted, you do get the ball to start the second half, so at least there's that. But that was a perfect opportunity for you. He blew it. Ah, shot the bed was actually on purpose this time around. Yeah, dude. 12 fumble loss this season, most in NFL. I would hope 12 fumbles would be the most in the NFL. That's a lot of fumbles. That is a lot of fumbles. Of fumbles. So it is in fact recovered before he goes into the end zone. So right there at the half-yard line. Then he rolls into the end zone when he gets touched by JSN. So do you mark it? I think you can mark it down in the half-yard line. Mark it at half-yard line. We get a safety. Let's get a safety, bud. Let's get a safety. I say he recovers it right here, and it's at the half-yard line. Then he rolls into the end zone, and then he is tapped down. He looks like he got it at the 1. If they put him at the 20, I'm going to be kind of disappointed. I would be too because I want there to be a possibility of a safety. Like I said, he technically, they're going to be at 20. Yep. Going to be, wait. What we got? Timeout is called by Seattle. So are they getting to look at it a little bit more? I don't know what Seattle's calling timeout for. I'm assuming they're doing it so they can look at it a little bit more, but he gets it at the 1, and he rolls in the end zone, and then he gets tapped. So, it should, in my mind, should be the half-yard line. So when he recovers it. But it depends on the ruling. Is the ruling where it has to be where he gets tapped down? Because then if that's the case, then if you can recover the 1, you might as well just roll into the end zone, hopefully. It should be a safety, to be honest, but we'll see. Yeah. From the 20, shotgun formation, draws back to pass. Matthew Stafford has got all day to throw, and he is going to throw. Oh my gosh, I thought I almost caught that ball. Oh my gosh, I thought that Mumfield almost caught that ball, number 15. He almost snagged it on Josh Jobe. Second down 10, 36 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Josh Jobe's been getting cooked. But he did do a good job there. I'm just going to tag that ball. Give me that ball. All right, second down 10. Goodness gracious. Total yards almost double. Going to be a handoff to Kyron Williams, who's going to get about 6 yards in the carry. Third goal, and Alaric Jackson is hobbling. That's not good. All right, so Seattle calls the last timeout. 31 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Take a long time. Good Lord. Third down 5. I mean, the Rams probably just going to run the ball here. And then take it into halftime. Under center, going to be a handoff. It's going to be to Kyron Williams, who's going to actually lose a yard. So it's going to be Leonard Williams gets the tackle for loss. Going to take us to halftime. All right, so 13-7. Seattle does get the ball start second half, so at least there's that. Um, but yeah, like I said, it's been pretty much all Rams. Like I said, total yards like 250, like 113. I think like the time possession is also over, like almost over double. Like it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good. I need Seattle to win. I need my prediction to be correct. Please allow me to be correct. I really just like I said, I really just want the Seattle to win because I said in the very beginning, for some odd reason, I don't know why, but the Panthers do amazingly against the team that just finds a way to be the number one team in the NFC. I don't know why. I don't know why, but we just find a way to beat them. Packers, Rams, Seahawks. I don't know. I don't. I legitimately cannot explain like anything about our team. I thought I could. I thought I could. But no, I really can't. And so at this point, like we're probably going to beat the Buccaneers this week. We'll probably lose the Seahawks, and then we'll go into Week 18, and it's like, all right, well, are we gonna lose for the first time in back-to-back weeks since the very beginning? Since like the very beginning of the season, or are we going to continue our streak of winning one, losing one, winning one, losing one, winning one, losing one, winning one, losing one, winning one, losing one? I don't know. I have no idea, and I'm sick and tired of it. I'm happy that we're good. Oh, not good. I'm happy that we're okay. We're not awful. But I want more consistency. That's all I'm asking for. A little more consistency. And we ain't getting it. We ain't going to get it this year. Hopefully we get some next year. Because it is stressful. Like, I fully expect the Buccaneers-Panthers games this upcoming weekend will be like a one-score game. And then Bryce Young's going to have to drive down the field. We'll have, like I said, a game-winning touchdown drive. And then people will be like, once again, be like, oh, look at the Panthers. We're actually able to win. And then we'll go against Seattle, and then we'll probably lose to Seattle. And then it'll be like, oh, well, now they're in a situation where they got to win against the Buccaneers. Can they do it? And then we're going to fail. And it'll be 8-9, which is technically my score prediction for the division. I said that we would be 8-9. I said that I said we will be 8-9. Or I say we'll be 7-10. Either one. I said the Buccaneers would be 9-8, which they have a good chance to be 9-8. I did say the Falcons will be 8-9, and that's not happening at all. So there's also that. No, I think I said 9-8, and that's not happening. So yeah, that's been rough. Goodness gracious. Where is that? Was that? Nah. Was that Chris Pratt? I think it just showed Chris Pratt. I know he's a Seahawks fan, but still. Um, let's see here. Where is he at? Let's see how it plays out. Like the game? Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm hoping this gets. It's not like I said, it's not a bad game. It's a great game. I just want more to see more from Seattle. Like we're seeing nothing. And if I'm being honest, I'm being 100% transparent. Um, I don't want to feel confident. I don't. I really don't. But the fact that we're at home and the Seattle's offense is not doing well, um, is there a possibility that the Panthers can beat the Seahawks? Possibly. Whoever wins the division might be the one who sweeps. Will it be the Panthers or the Buccaneers? Maybe, honestly. You know what's also funny too? Is like no one's giving us the credit of yes, we would have to depend on the Buccaneers to win, or to lose. But there is still a chance that the Panthers can lock up the division by week 17. Is it likely? No, but probable. If we win the first matchup. And then in week 17, we end up upsetting the Seahawks, and the Buccaneers lose to the Dolphins. Then no matter what happens, we would have a better record than Tampa Bay, and we would win the division. We would be 9-8. They'll be 8-9 well, obviously like I said, if they win the last game. So that's what I'm saying. Is like technically speaking, we have a shot. Like I said, it's not likely, but it's still there's technically a chance. And I just want a chance. I just want I'm going to be so happy whenever we can just win the division. Whenever we can just make the playoffs. It's been a long time. It's been way too daggone long. The last time that we made it to the playoffs, I was a junior in high school. Okay, I'm 25 right now. Like, it's been a while. A long time. Oh, golly. Because another thing is this, is as unpredictable as we are, Panthers, the Buccaneers are in a free fall. They've lost like 7 of their last 9 games. Or something like that. I think it's 7 of the last 9. Yeah, they're like 5-1, and now they're 7-7 because they've got injuries. They're playing harder opponents, that kind of stuff. Like, we have been put in a situation because the Buccaneers have continued to fall off. Can we hope and can we pray they continue to fall off? I don't know. But it makes me wonder. Like, it does make me wonder if that's a possibility. Because I'm starting to feel tired. Like I said, it's been a long day. So, woo. You know what's also kind of interesting too? So, obviously, like I said, um, Packers Bears is a huge game because if the Packers win, then like I said, it strengthens their hold on the NFC North because they would sweep the NFC North. If the Packers lose, then it gives a little bit of an opportunity for the Lions as well, not only the Bears but also Lions, where the Lions have to hope for the Bears to win, and the Bears to lose to the 49ers, and then to lose to you, and then you sweep. And if you finish up the season like 3-0, you get to 11-6, and like I said, you have Green Bay lose to the Bears, so that make them 9-6-1, right? Is it 9-6-1? No, 9-5-1. So it's 9-5-1. Then all you gotta do is hope the Packers do not win both of the other 2 games, and then you have a shot. Because as long as if you're 11-6, as long as the Packers don't get to 11 wins, then you will win the division. So still a shot, yeah, because they're not 4-1 right now. So if the Packers lose to the Bears, Bears be 11-4, they'll be 9-5-1. Packers gotta go against the Ravens. So if they lose to the Ravens, then week 18 will come down to who's gonna win the division, which would be fascinating. It'd be fun. Ben Johnson versus the Lions and say you lost the first time. So can you redeem yourself? Who knows? Another one that's going to be interesting this week. So I'll say AFC South. I already said that. I already said Broncos, Jaguars. That's going to be a huge one as well. man, because obviously, like I said, you got Jaguars trying to win the division. They got the red hot Texans on their back, and they want to have a shot of potentially trying to get the first overall seed. Probably not going to happen, but they can definitely get the number 2 seed. Um, it's also big for the Chargers because if the Broncos lose to the Jaguars and the Chargers can win their next 2 games, then week 18 will come down to who's going to win the division. So that's going to be huge. Another big game this upcoming weekend. I can't think of anything. Um, Goodness gracious. You need to know when the EP sleep hits. What? I'm sorry, I missed that one. Basically, the Lions would need us to go and beat the Packers and then lose remaining games, and the Packers to have to lose their next 2 games for the Lions to win the division. Because they would then have the head-to-head against us in 2 straight games before having to even look at any tiebreaker scenarios. Exactly. Like I said, they have a shot, but it's very, very low. Very, very low, but it's still a possibility. Um, Obviously, they can't win. Obviously, they can't be the first overall seed, but the Lions can still win the division. There's still technically a possibility I think there's still technically a possibility the 49ers could too. Like the 49ers need Seattle to beat the Rams, and then they need the Seattle to lose to. Um, they don't really have to lose to us. They got to lose to the 49ers. So the 49ers got to win. I think you'd have the tiebreaker over the Rams because it's based upon NFC opponents. Because I think they right now have like a 10-2 record in the NFC. Like they've been dominant in the NFC. And then what was it? Shoot. But yeah, there's technically the possibility that the 49ers can get the first overall seed. Like I said, possible, not very probable, but it is possible. Versus my nose keeps on getting stopped up. But yeah, so there is not a lot of hope for some teams, but there is still some hope from some others. But hopefully, we'll get a little bit of a better picture this upcoming week. We have a lot more people who will get eliminated, and some divisions that will more than likely be uh, secured. Seattle. So Seattle starts the ball. It's been pretty bad for Sam Darnold. He's been 4 for 6 for 72 yards. That's it. It's been pretty bad. We're taking a long time. All right, here we go. All right, Seattle. What are we gonna do? Kick is underway, and it's going to be for touchback. For the Lions, they have to have more wins than the Packers, or else that tie and had the head-to-head hurts them. Yeah, because like I said, that's what I'm saying is like they need the Packers to lose not only to y'all but also lose to the Ravens, and then they're in a good position. So it really depends. Fifth straight game with 200 total yards the first half of the season. That's kind of crazy for the Rams. Gosh, golly. Ah, from a 35-yard line, under center, Charbonnet in the backfield. Goes to Jason in motion. Going to be a toss to Charbonnet, who's going to, guess like a yard. What did he now get to? So second down 8. So not getting that much. Puna Ford abs just took the center for a ride. He's like, I'm just gonna take you back there. As Sundell got absolutely pooned by Puna Ford. Second down 8. 2-yard gain, shotgun formation with running back to his left. Going to be a play action pass. Sam Darnold's going to check it down to Charbonnet, who's going to get close, but I think it's going to be just short. It'll be third down inches for the Seattle Seahawks. 14-11. Let's go in the third quarter. That's a 4-11. Third and inches. I can't tell who that is that's being like the QB, but it works. Is that Cooper Kupp that's going to be the QB? They got Sam Darnold just putting his hands in his pocket. No, it's Barner. So Barner is the one who's doing a little tush push. Got the first down though. So first down 10 about the 49-yard line for Seattle on the Rams side of the field. Actually, no, I'm not even close. Sorry. 45-yard line. There's some Barner in motion. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be to Kenneth Walker, who's going to bounce up to the right side of the 50, 45-40, breakaway speed 30, 25-20, 15, 10, 5, and Kenneth Walker with the breakaway speed takes Seattle back on top. 13-13 edge point, making it a 14-13 game. And Seattle, I'm sure that stadium is rocking. I mean, Kenneth Walker's got that breakaway speed. Unfortunately, like I said, he had that amazing catch and run. Got down to the 5-yard line. They give the ball to Charbonnet. So it's like, well, crap for him. But he is able to cut back to the right. And unfortunately, like I said, Durant has no speed. Cameron Curl can't catch up to him. And he is gone. Gone. That's just what I need to wake me up. Because my eyes were getting a little watery. Woo, he barely made that. 14-13. Goodness gracious, Jason Myers. Don't scare him like that. I mean, he had barely. So now we're going to commercial break. So Seattle, hey, finally you did something. Like, I was getting kind of concerned that I was going to be wrong, but I now feel a little bit better because your defense has been stout, especially in the red zone. Just keep that up. Offense, please. Please find your heart. Make the second half work. Oh my goodness, I can feel it, and it's woo. I wake up. I'm waking up. I'm awake. My eyes are open. I'm feeling alive. But my mind is going to be scatterbrained. I can already feel it. So be prepared for some interesting topics. That's how my mind goes when I'm tired. I go scatterbrained. I'm like hyper sometimes when I'm like tired. Like my mind just goes different, like it goes like kind of like that. I don't know how to explain it, but it kind of does, and I just say stuff. Not anything weird, but it just floats around like a paper airplane in the wind, and I can't just control where it goes. So like I could just like something will come up on the screen. I'll be like, let's talk about that for a little bit. It's like I'll look at this this pupper's thingamajig. I don't know who this person is. I'm assuming she's an influencer, but I have no idea who she is. But I see a dog and I want a dog. I don't have a dog and I want a dog. But I'm waiting till the summer so that I can be able to train it properly. Because like I said, obviously I can't do that right now. It's like I could get one during the holidays, but one, I'm be traveling a lot, so why would I want to do that to a dog? Two, I want to be able to like build up a bond with a dog, and thirdly, like if it's a younger dog, gotta be potty training it, so obviously gotta do a lot of work with that. But yeah, so like I want me a dog, but I'm gonna wait until probably the summertime to get me a dog, and I'm not gonna give me a puppy. I'm gonna give me like a dog, because I don't know. I don't want to have to deal with the puppy stages. I understand it's cute and all that kind of stuff, but I don't want to have to deal with the puppy stages. I want to have a dog, like just a dog for a while. I don't know what kind of dog, but I know I want me a dog. they're showing a whole bunch of pinball machines. I'll be honest. Um, I don't think I've ever played a physical game of pinball. I played pinball like on the on the old boxy computers, but I don't think I've ever played pinball in real life. The return of the 25 up to the 27-ish yard line. So first down 10. That was Rivers with the recovery. A recovery with the run. Ooh. It's like feels like it's like stuck in my throat. It's like it's nasty. Yeah. I don't like the feel. All right, so first down 10, 12:51 left to go in the third quarter. From the 27-yard line, under center, Kyron Williams in the backfield. Three tight end set. And it's Kyron Williams who's going to try the right side. He gets like a yard. Great job by Seattle. It'll be second down and 9 from the 28-yard line. Hmm. Yeah, Leonard Williams just bullied him right there. He took him. He's like, "I'm gonna take you for a ride. I'm a big green tractor." Sorry, I know that we talked about Chasing Dondi before and him being a hack, but that song is stuck in my head. Unfortunately, we sang it a lot after victories on the bus ride home after football games. Uh, anyway, second down 9, shotgun formation, drops back a pass. After Stafford throws to the left side, he's unfortunately going to be incomplete. That's like the fourth drop by Allen. It hits him in the hands. Probably should have been caught, but then it has to be a hard pass receive. That's like the fourth one that's been dropped today. Third and 9. So far, the third down conversion rate for LA is second and 2 and 8. If you remember, they had to do 3 or 4 fourth down conversions. I remember. But let's see here. 12:07 going third quarter. Seattle's getting loud. That 12th man is up there. Stafford and shotgun for me. That's an empty set. Drops back to pass and is getting some pressure. He's going to roll out. Going to take a deep shot. Good Lord. Wide open. And that's Xavier Smith. All the way down to the 20-something yard line. Why was he so far open? I mean, like, Stafford had time to, like, revert his hips. And he's like, oh, well, hold on a second. I just got to make sure I just get the ball over there. All right, so Puka Nakua taking the safety away. And then, oh, that's just, is that Witherspoon who gets, yeah, Witherspoon just loses it. I don't know, Witherspoon, why are you turning around to the left? I don't know why you turn over to the left. But anyways, Xavier Smith gets all the way down there to the 24-yard line. First down 10. Stafford 13 for 20 for 215. Under center, 2 tight ends are going to be up to the right, and that's going to be I believe a timeout was called by the Rams because play clock was at zeros. So to avoid the delay game penalty, a timeout is called by the Rams. Yeah, there's certain songs that get stuck in my head. No, but like at the middle school dance today, like I said, obviously I said there's a normal songs that are played like Walla baby, Walla baby, Walla baby, Walla yeah. You know, like back obviously like I said dance songs. There were some songs that was like more so like just having like the kids just like singing at the top of their lungs, and there's a couple songs like obviously there's songs that I know like When I See You, you know, like Fantasia, amazing song. And then there was what's the song like Love never knew what I was missing. But anyways, like 1,000 kids screaming at the top of their lungs, high pitched, is not what I was expected to hear today. But that's what I had to hear today, and that was ringing in my ears for quite some time. Like I said, it's 1,000 kids in a gym singing at the top of their lungs. A lot of them can't sing, and it's high pitched. So, not great. But Larry Jackson was called for holding on that 5-yard 5-yard run by looks like by Kyron Williams. Yeah, a little bit. First down 20. So first down 20, 11:05 to go in the third quarter from the 34-yard line under center. 3 tight end set. Puka Nakua out wide. Gonna be a little play action pass, and it's gonna be a little screen action. He's got plenty of room. So 30 up to 25 to 20 up to the uh, Parkinson got absolutely just stonewalled. He did get a good chunk of it back, but he got walloped. Be third down about 6. So Parkinson's like pretending like he's blocking for like a flea flicker, and it's going to be actually going to be a screen. Great job there. Great plays on by the Rams. So it's going to be third down. Let's see, that might be the third down and 4. No, second down and 4 because that was second down. Second down 4 from the 28-yard line. Going to be no, 18-yard line. Sorry. Stafford's going to roll out to his right. He's going to try to get pick up the first down, and he gets pushed out of bounds. Only gains about 2. So third down and 2. 10-13 left to go in the third quarter. Still 14-13. Let's go, Seattle. All right. I get songs in my head. Sorry. What is happening to me? Sorry. Anyways, all right, so third down 3. Third down like a long 2. Under center, going to be a handoff, and Kyle Williams is going to be met in the backfield, but he escaped. Well, actually, no, he's going to be a loose yard. He broke the tackle from Ernest Jones, and then somehow, some way, he slipped. He slipped. He had it, but he slipped. And so now, guess what? Field goal in the red zone. I was talking about this for Seattle, because it's been a huge thing for Seattle. But right now, it's been a huge thing for the Rams. They've been in the red zone constantly. And this is a third field goal. So 36-yard field goal by Mevis. That should be a false start. It's blocked. And this field goal is kicked. But there's a flag. That's a false start. It's a false start on the long snapper. It's got to be because like he moved, yeah. Because his butt moved before he snapped it. Like it was like a butt move and he snapped. And so I see like a false snap, like right here. I see here. All right. Yeah, it's a long snapper. It's the long snapper. Yeah, like I said, butt go like bump. It's like bump, and then it snapped. You can't do that, obviously. You can't even know booty shaking and then snap. So 41-yard field goal by Mevis. Kick is up. Kick is right in the middle. There you go. So 16-14, 8:37 left to go in the third quarter. Rams take a lead, but Seattle should be happy because once again they have stymied the Rams in the red zone. The Rams in the red zone, like that. All right, Seattle. Maybe you just need to have another explosive play by Kenneth Walker, and then you'll be fine. And they'll be fine. That's what happened in the first touchdown drive. You had an explosive play by Kenneth Walker, got you down the 5-yard line, and then you ran it in. And then this time, just had a long run by Kenneth Walker that ended in him getting a touchdown. So, it's fine. It's all good. When I see you. There you go. I should have mentioned it because now I got stuck in my head now. Because then there was that. And there was like, can we talk for a minute? So that was also playing as well. My love, do you ever dream of candy and cold and raindrops? Like Candy Rain also. What was another one that was played? Anyways, like it's fun a little bit, but like at the same time, like I was just done. I was tired. It had been a long day, and I had to watch kids and singing at the top of their lungs and it being loud, and I was like, I just want to be gone. I was like, I don't want to have my ears like I should have gotten some either some headphones or some earplugs because like I said, it literally took quite a while for my hearing to come back because it was too loud. Anyways, yeah, we got one more day. Whoop whoop. Got one more day. And like I said, I already said before, but I'll mention again. I'm streaming tomorrow. Alabama versus Oklahoma should be an interesting game. Uh, there was somebody that posted, and I think it might have been like ESPN or something like that. That was like, "Did you know that Alabama hasn't lost to the same exact opponent in the same exact season since 1893?" And I'm like, okay, fair, but two, um, how often do people play each other twice? I mean, you might play each other twice in like the SEC championship game, like championship game, maybe in a bowl game, but it's not that wild of a. Um, that's a haunting image. Goodness gracious! You could have picked a better Grinch mask. Goodness gracious. But it's not like that weird of a stat. Like I'm sure there's a lot of people who haven't lost twice to the same opponent in over 100 years. Also, they're making sure to show you, hey, did you know that Jack Smith and Jigba hasn't had a single catch? They don't have a single yard. This is another thing too, where I think it was Brett Coleman that actually talked about it. Talking about the fact that a lot of commentary because they expect to be one way, which is like Jason should be having this amazing game right now, but he's not. And so now they have to use like the graphics like this is what usually happens. Sam Darnold takes a shot down the field, and it is nowhere near JSN. So I don't know if it's going to be a target technically for him, but it's not. It's not near him. So second down 10. Yeah, they're just talking. I'm sure they're just talking about it right now. Yeah, no, JSN is not having a great game. Oh yeah, you don't say. All right, pistol formation with Ken Walker behind him. Fullback to his right. And they're going to call a false start on the left guard. Because Zabel. Yipper. It's going to be a false start on Gray Zabel. 8:32. Let's go in the third quarter. And it's going to be second down and 15. Yes. Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, second and 15. All right, Sam Darnold's going to have a shotgun formation. Going to send JSN in motion over to the right. Draws back to pass. And looking for JSN. Throws. Caught by JSN. And he gets him to the 50-yard line. Gain of 20 yards. JSN, you have finally arrived. Thank you for stopping by. Don't know what that is. I guess that was supposed to be my bus. I don't know. I guess that was my bus, like my opening the door. I have no idea what that was, but that's what came to my mind. Anyways, from the 50-yard line, empty set. Bunch to the right. Drops back to pass. Going to throw a little screen pass to Zach Charbonnet, who is upended, and he only gains, actually loses a yard. Loses a yard by Levi Wallace, which I'm still baffled by the fact that he's still in the league. So, second down 11. I remember when Levi Wallace was on Alabama. Obviously, it's been a while, but back in the day, man, back in the day, love Levi Wallace. All right, so second down and like 10 and a half, under center. Zach Charbonnet in the backfield, behind like for like 8 yards though. Going to be a handoff to him. He's going to try to build the field, cuts back around, and he gets about 3. So it's going to be like third down to like a long 7. Long 11. 7:15, let's go in the third quarter. Whoa. Goodness gracious. Hit me again. All right, I got it. Third down, about 8. Shotgun formation. Kenneth Walker to his right. Going to send Cooper Kupp in motion over to the left. Drops back to pass. And is going to throw. And that's going to be picked off by Levi Wallace. 45-40, 35-30, 25-20. And Levi Wallace is that pick. Oh, no, you don't. You marked him down to the 1. Oh man, they marked Levi Wallace down to one. I thought he had it. What? Dadgum, that could have been pick six. Yeah, like I said, it's man coverage, and then Levi's just he's just watching. He's watching the whole entire time. He knows Sam Darnold is basically just looking him down. That's smart play. That's a smart play by Wallace. Like I said, it's man, and he just baits him. He baits him because he knows he's throwing it to the JSN. No, actually, Rashid Shaheed. He knows he's throwing it. He just basically just leaves. Yeah, he just lets Cooper Cup go. So from the 1 yard line, Matthew Stafford under center. Gonna be a handoff, and that's gonna be a touchdown. Blake Corum. I was hoping that Seattle can win. There's still a chance. There's still a chance. It's still like a whole entire quarter. 6:30 left to go in the third. But I don't love the fact that we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. Yes, easy touchdown. Easy touchdown. Are we going for two? Whoa. Uh, Now we're gonna go for an extra point. Okay, so just to make it a 9 point game, leave it at being a two possession game. Ah, yes. All right. Kick is up. Kick is good. So it's gonna be 23-14. 6:30 left to go in the third quarter. So up by 2 scores. So you got plenty of time, Seattle, but don't be doing stupid stuff like that. So all I'm asking, don't be stupid. I know it's hard to ask Sam Darn not be stupid, but one can hope, one can dream. I believe in you, Sammy boy. I need you to trust and do what you're supposed to be doing. By far the best Avatar movie. Well, I mean, like it's like the third one, so like, and I haven't seen the second one, so I can't really judge it. But the first one is so overrated. VFX, amazing for its time, pretty stinking good. But storyline, I didn't like when it came out. Anyways, I'm being honest. Like I've said it multiple times before. I didn't want to watch Avatar when my family would go see it. I remember. So back in my hometown, there is like it's a small movie theater that doesn't have it's not like associated with like AMC or whatever, um, and or it doesn't have like that in the name. It's like and there's a restaurant called Jim Bob's. It's a chicken finger restaurant that's mainly only really in Alabama, and we were there before, and like I said I was 9 years old when Avatar came out. Avatar's PG-13. I was a very, very like rule follower kind of young kid, and so I thought my mom would get in trouble because she was showing me this movie, and so I kept on like telling her she doesn't need to be showing this movie, so I'm not supposed to see this movie. And then the what's the word I want to use? The fact that I as a 9 year old took it upon myself by telling my mom that I was going to count every single cuss word that it had in it, and then I backed up my claim by telling her exactly how many cuss words there were in Avatar. It was like 56 or something like that. And I was like, and most of it is that was an older lady, and I like it was Sigourney Weaver. But like I literally told her how many cuss words were in the movie. I don't know, like so I don't know why my brain works that way, especially as a young kid. I was very, very goody two shoes. But technically, she made me that way because, like I said, I was scared to death of my mother if I made anything below an A. Well, my mother and my dad. Like I said, I didn't. I was like, I don't want to get in trouble, so that's what I'm saying. Like, uh, uh, it is Levi Wallace, right? Am I? I gotta make sure. Actually, before I keep on saying Levi Wallace, let me make sure that I'm right. Because that's gonna be very embarrassing. That I'm talking about a guy, and it's not even Levi Wallace, and I'm just assuming, oh, his last name's Wallace, so So must be. Let's see. Make sure I'm good. I'm not even close to being right. Josh Wallace. Josh Wallace. Yep, I'm not even close to being right. I look like an idiot right now. Not hard to do. Not hard to do. I'm just like, oh yeah, sure it's him. This is what happens when you assume. This is what happens when you assume. First down 10 for Seattle. Great return. Also great catch and run. I don't know if it's a great return, but great catch and run by AJ Barner. Gets the first down. From the 45. Oh my gosh, got absolutely walloped. And Landman almost got a pick. The Landman almost got a pick, but Sam Darnold got walloped as he threw that ball. Second down 10, 5:50. Let's go in the third quarter. Ah. Goodness gracious. It's not. I don't want to say it's bad. It's kind of bad blitz pickup, but like I can understand why they messed up. Sam Darnold drops back a pass, throws across the middle. That's caught, and that's going to be JSN, gain of 11 yards, and another first down for Seattle. Please, Seattle, just score. That's all we're asking for. Just score. 5:35 to go in the third quarter. You still got plenty of time, but if you could score a touchdown, that would be lovely, lovely, darling, and we can make sure it's a pretty good game. So, shotgun formation with Kenneth Walker to his right, going to send Shaheed in motion over to the left, drops back a pass, and is going to scramble, and it's going to be a hole, so it doesn't really matter. And so we're going to back this on up. Back it up. Now, back it up. I think it's a hold on the right tackle, or the right guard. Let's see here. Yep, on Abraham Lucas. With that big old neck roll that's covered up. Looks like a dancing bear. Yeah, it's on court. It's on Stewart as well. The rook out of Michigan, loved him coming out. Dude, like super duper quick. He's smaller too, so that definitely helps. But he's like super duper quick for edge rusher. So great rotation for the Rams. So first down 20, which is not great for Seattle because now you're on your side of the field at the 47-yard line. Kenneth Walker to his right, drops back to pass, and going to be a draw that gets 1 yard. Not the best. Second and 19. Is that? Nah. Nah, never mind. If it looked like somebody this looked like some famous person, but I was like, nah, they would show who the person's name is. All right, so Sam Darnold on second down and 19 from the 48-yard line. So shotgun formation. Draws back a pass. Has got to scramble again. Got to check it down, and Kenneth Walker is going to reverse field. He's got some speed, gets to the 50, and he gains he runs all the way across the field for about 5 yards. Again, catches it over here. Full sprint. Got up 5 yards. So still third and 14. Yeah, not great. 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Let's see if Seattle can pull up another miracle. Do I think he can do it? No, but it's a possibility. So Sam Darnold going to be in shotgun. No, actually empty set. Sent Shaheed into motion. It's going to be a man across the board. Drops back to pass. And Sam Darnold is going to throw it to the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Trying to get a Cooper Kupp. But unfortunately, way too out of bounds. 4th and 14. 3:39. Let's go third quarter. Seattle's got to boot this ball away. The Seattle fans are not happy for obvious reasons. I mean, if it just been an accurate ball, I mean, like Cooper Cup was open, just threw it way, way too far outside. Punt is underway, and it's going to be returned. Well, no, it goes out of bounds pretty early. Mm. I don't know if I like that. They did like a coffee thing because like it's Seattle, like Thursday night football, like in a little white foam jig. I don't know. I don't drink coffee. I don't know. Is that like a special type of coffee that they do like the little like design with the foam? I don't drink coffee. So I have no idea what that if it's a specific type or what. But I've seen the cream art before, which is like kind of cool because like you're like making it right there, but then like you spend all that time doing that, and then like some person's gonna be sipping and it's be gone. So it's cool, but it's very very short lived. All I can think about is when I see about Fantasia right now. It's playing in my head, and I love that song, but I need you to stop playing in my head because I'm gonna start singing it. I don't want to start singing it because I've already said it before. You know it's gonna be crazy too. So like right now, obviously we have all these Christmas commercials, but like after Christmas season is done, they gotta go in a different direction. And like I said, I'm interested to see what some of these commercials could be because normally they might do some new commercials, and hopefully they're good commercials. I'm sick and tired of some of these one I've been saying seeing the same exact one over and over and over again, and it gets stopped. Do something better. All right. Also, is Mercy this movie that's coming out January 23rd? Is that basically like Minority Report? That's what it looks like. Use the tools to find out who killed your wife. I guess I don't know. Solve the mystery. Gotta solve that mystery. What's the Scooby Doo coming after you? What does Scooby Doo? I don't know. I ain't watched Scooby Doo in a long time. Been a long day. Goodness gracious, my mind is gone rapidly. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm hoping it could be good. Minority Report is pretty good. But I mean, what Steven Spielberg movie isn't good? BFG. BFG. Terrible. I don't know why I watched that movie. I think I was like 15 when it came out, and for some odd reason, why did I go see that movie? I didn't watch it in theaters, but I don't know why I watched that movie. I don't know, but that was horrible. It was a horrible. It was the same exact feeling I had with the Jack and the Beanstalk, that movie from 2012. Because I remember that movie was for me. It was supposed to be for me, and it was awful. Jack and the Beanstalk. Run for about a yard there on second down and 4. So we third down and 3. The Rams. Sorry I didn't comment on the game. My mind's going different places. Very much like a pinball reference back to earlier. There we go. Third down 3, 2:40 left to go in the third quarter. Still 23-14. A lot of threes there. They keep on paying this one dude. I don't know. I don't really like his costume. It's not creative enough. Show more enthusiasm. Sorry. Bunch to the left, drops back to pass, and he is going to throw across the middle. Be caught. That's up to the 30-yard line. That is none other than Xavier Smith. First down 10 for the Rams. A little bit of a jawing going on between Seattle and Xavier Smith. Yeah, he just sat there in the middle like, give me it. Give me. No, sorry. I did not want to do Chris Brown. He is a terrible human being. I tried to sing his songs. Keywords try. He's got a lot of catchy ones. Lot of catchy ones. First down 10, under center. Gonna be a play action pass. Try to catch sleep him. And going to throw, and that's going to be caught, and that's going to be immediately taken down. Gain of about 4. So second down 6. 5 or 6, depending on the spot, technically. 124, let's go in the third quarter. Wow. First, no targets since the first play of the second quarter for Puka Nakua. I don't know why I did that, but I did. Second down 6. 105 to go in the third quarter. I said Bo next. I was been like, why? Because it's not even close. Matthew Stafford under center with 2 tight ends to the left. And going to be a handoff. That's going to be Kyron Williams going to get about Triss. No? Yes, it is Kyron Williams. Gets about 3. Third down 3. I hear some jangling going outside. I don't know what it is, but it's jangling. Jingle, jangle. Now that is definitely a look. I like that look better than the other person's look. It's like give me like a little 80s rocker that's now in his 70s and is gone senile. Third down 3. Shotgun formation, run back to his right. Drops back to pass. Sam Darnold. Matthew Stafford. Throws to Puka Nakua, who's trying to break away. He's got some speed up to the 15, 10, 5, and down to the 4-yard line. Speaking of Puka Nakua, guess what? Who is making a play here? That's going to be Puka Nakua. And that's going to be in the third quarter, so 23-14. And now all that they have to do is get a touchdown. And this is pretty much guaranteed that's going to be the Rams winning. Because so far, the Seattle Seahawks can't do diddly. They can't do nothing against this Rams offense unless it's a good big explosive play by Kenneth Walker. So, not looking the best, if I'm being honest, for Seattle. I had high hopes. But, unfortunately, it is not going to work out. It's okay. I'd accept when I'm wrong. I said that before at the very beginning. We can accept when we're wrong. When we're pundits, when we're people that should be what I'm talking about. When we're people who make predictions, whatnot, we have to own up when we mess up. And I wanted to hope, I wanted to pray that maybe just maybe, that Sam Darnold could do something. But I'm proving once again, you don't dance with the devil in the pale moonlight, and guys, don't dance with the expectations of having Sam Darnold as a franchise QB. Boom, roasted. Anyways, I don't even know why I do boom roasted. I said multiple times, I haven't even watched The Office. Like, I know some of the stuff, because like it's like part of like the cultural lexicon, like it's like constantly talked about. But like I do not, for life of me, I've not seen it. I haven't seen the full episode. So like I've seen multiple times Psych and also Parks and Rec, but I've not seen The Office. So I don't know why like I sometimes make references, but I guess because it's just I know other people are gonna get it. Anyways, talked about before, but it is very interesting seeing those JC Penney commercials where you got like the comedian who's like doing like a little bit of a bit, and like I said, I think that it's a comedian that was like on like a Carnival cruise since Shaq owns Carnival, and I'm like, that is priceless. You're using your business to help your other business, and your other business is going to help your own business because you're just using it. Like basically, he's picking up the places that are like known for like being not cheap. That's not the word I'm looking for, but like being affordable. So general affordable usually. You talk about JCPenney, affordable usually. Talk about pop music. I don't know why I was talking about songs like stuck in my head. What's the other one? Oh, Carnival, budget. Like I said, Carnival, great cruise though, great cruise. But also, same thing. Like I said, it's smart by Shaq. Shaq is making money moves. All right, Rams, what you gonna do? From the 5-yard line under center, going to be a handoff to Kyron Williams, who gets about that one. Possible. Whoa. Ugh. It's getting me good. What is happening to me? Ah! Again, I said I tried to sing because I get stuck in my head, and it has. All right, got another handoff to Kyron Williams, who's going to. No, be short. So third and goal from the one. Seattle, please find it in your heart to get a stop. I think Sean McVay just hit himself in the head. He's like, oh gosh, I didn't get it in. It feels like. And there is no. Well, all right, yeah, just go down. There we go, Bryant. All right, so Kobe Bryant goes down. All right, so something's wrong. They just tell him to go sit down. That way, that they can have a little bit of a TV timeout, little bit of a timeout. You know, checking the player. Y'all get some water. Y'all make sure you're good. This is a very important play. We got to make sure that we're only down by 9, which obviously not great, but we can manage. But we got to get a stop here because otherwise, if it's 12 right now, a touchdown and an extra point makes it a 3-possession game. So not very nice, not cool. Jay Harbaugh. Why are they showing Seahawks special teams? It's on defense. Why are they showing special teams? Yeah, that really makes no sense. Why would you show him? Oh, that's what happened. Ah, yes. Basically, Larry Jackson kind of rolled up on him. Yep. Third and goal from the 1. Under center. Kyron Williams in the backfield. Going to be a quick throw, and that's going to be a touchdown to Puka Nacua. Thankfully, they did not have an offensive line that was down the field. So, great job on there. But a nice little sidearm throw to Puka Nacua as an 85-yard drive, and is now 29-14. Very scratches my mind. My mind is telling me no. I'm not going to finish the rest. Extra point is going to be up and good. So it's it's technically a 16-point game, but still, they got to score 2 tutties and get both extra points, which is very unlikely. Very unlikely. Let's see here. Oh, it's only 10:33. Look there. What happened to me? Oh my gosh, stop singing it. I gotta get a different song like man. I mean, it's better than the commentary about it and write it like that. The NFL try to keep pushing on us, but we're not gonna take it. Okay, we're not gonna be listening to that dumb song. We listen to good music. We the best music, and that's not the best music. So, you should be listening to that. Shouldn't be. Oh, golly gee. I'm going to be sleeping good tonight. Well, not really. I got to wake up in the morning, but in that between time when my head hits the pillow and time I got to wake up, I should be sleeping good. Hopefully. That's the plan. So I'm a man with the plan, and I'm hoping that I can succeed in that, whatever my plan is, I can be able to succeed in it. Yeah, I got faith. I do. You ain't never heard somebody say that while tears are in their eyes because they're yawning so much that I'm causing myself to cry. It looks like I'm crying right now, but no, it's just yawning. And so the water is coming out of my eyes, and it's like down my cheek. It's like one down my cheek right here, one down my cheek right here. It's just like casually just going on down. because I've been yawning a lot, and that's what happens sometimes. You get a little teary eyed. It's a lot of hats. That is a lot of hats. That was a Dell commercial. They had a whole lot of hats. Got a whole lot of love. I don't know why I got that. What am I doing? What am I thinking about? I have no idea what I'm thinking about. No idea. I got no idea. The question why? Golly gee. Showing Stan Kroenke. More like Stan Cranky. Am I right, fellas? Ah, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. All right, so 13-34. Let's go in the fourth quarter. 30 to 14. Not returnable. Fair caught in zone. So Seattle, you still have a shot. You're done by 2 scores with two 2-point conversions. Ah. How funny would it be? Not really funny. But like, what if Seattle loses out theoretically, and the Lions win out, and then the Bears' only loss is to the Lions? Like, what if they kick them out? What if they kick out the Seattle Seahawks? What does one think about? What does one think about? I don't know what I've been talking about the last little bit, so I have no idea what we're referencing because, like I said, my mind is gone. From the 38-yard line for that great catch and run by JSN. Shotgun formation, drops back to Bass. That's what I said. Instead of pass, Bass fishing. Great catch and a run by JSN. It's going to be second and about 1 or 2. And Bryant is going back to the locker room. Not great. Like I said, he got rolled up on, unfortunately. Second down 1. Jason, after them constantly saying, hey, he's got nothing. He's got 4 receptions now for 68 yards. Good for him. Pistol formation with Charbonnet behind him. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be to Charbonnet, who gets up to about the 23-yard line. Nice gain there. First down 10 for Seattle. Just keep on chugga-lugging. Just keep it chugga-lugging. Keep on chugga-lugging. Right now it's showing Kenneth Walker got 7 rushes for 91 yards and a TD. So good for Kenneth Walker. He's got that long loss reception for a touchdown. A touchdown for a good chunk play. Close to that. So 11:55 we'll go to the fourth quarter from the 23-yard line under center. Going to send Barner into motion. Toss out to Kenneth Walker, who is going to try to make something out of nothing and going to basically lose a yard. So second down and like 10.5. Something like that. What is happening to me? Oh my gosh, stop singing it. I'm telling myself that. Y'all can see it as long as you want to. That's a great song. Alright, so Sam Darnold going to be in shotgun formation, running back to his right. Going to send JSN in motion over to the right. Drops back to pass and got some time. Throws. So that's been caught. And that's going to be Kenneth Walker down to the 10-yard line. First and goal for Seattle. Down 16. 11 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. So they still got a chance. They still got a fighting chance. Please do something. Please don't tell me I'm right. I don't know that song. I heard it before, but I don't know it. First to go over the 10-yard line. Shotgun formation. Going to say Rashid Shaheed in motion up to the left. Draws ready to pass. Throws the cause we Rashid. Jason gains about 4, and it's going to be second and goal for the 6. Second and goal from the 6. What you gonna do, man? What you gonna? Shotgun formation, run back to his right. Sam Darnold from the 6.5 yard line. I don't know why you would do that. Before this game is over, the conference records: Bears and Seahawks, 63, Lions 5-5. So if Seattle loses and they lose the next two games as well, there's a possibility that will be the case. So yes, still work. Oh. Sorry. Third and goal from the 6 yard line. Empty set for Sam Darnold. Drops back to pass. Immediate pressured and it's picked off. Oh my gosh, picked up by Kobe Turner. 10, 12. Okay, that's pretty much the game. Picked off by Kobe Turner. Sam. 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 Sam, you done sunk. You done sunk the season. Not really sunk the season, you sunk the division. I had faith in you, sir, and you failed me. You hurt me good. I wanted to believe, but sadly, it was taken from me. It was taken. I don't know why. But Sam Darnold just cannot beat the Rams. And it's been proven time and time again. Time and time again. You can't beat him. Might as well join him. But he's not going to join him. The Rams will be like, nah, we're good. We don't want you mucking up the waters. We want a nice rookie that we can just be like, hey, do this. Do it. You're not going to try to play, your kind of brand of football, which is, I'm going to stare down the receiver. And I'm going to give him like a southern accent, like a horrible redneck southern translation. But that's why they hear us anyway, so it is what it is. It is what it is. We're going to be honest. We're going to keep it a buck. But it is what it is. I keep on saying it is what it is, but it technically is what it is. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know. Wake up, grab a brush and put a little makeup. Hide the scar, fade away the shake up. Hide the scars, fade away. What? Why'd you leave the keys upon the table? What? Dobie, I have no idea what song you're talking about. Oh, wake up. Oh. I read that horribly compared to how that song is done. I was like, wake up. Yeah, Chop Suey. I was awful. My bad there, Dobie. I was not reading that at all. I was like, huh, well, what you know about that? I was not doing that at all. I'm very sorry. Oh, it would have been a touchdown, too. If only he hadn't have just stared down his receiver like he's known to do, staring it, and then pick. Gonna be a handoff to Blake Corum. He gets about a 3, a 2, a 1. Gets a little bit. Just a little bit closer to win this game. Winning this game. It's second down and 6 on now. But it's again a 4. So 9:15 left to go in the game. All 3 turnovers tonight in Rams territory. That sucks to be you, doesn't it? Sucks to be you, Seattle. You failed us. From the 15-yard line, going to be Blake Corum, who gets nothing. He struck to the line. Third down and 6. Yes. Hello there, Manuel. How you doing? Hello. Hey y'all, what's the score and how's the game been? It's 30-14. It's 8:40 left to go in the fourth. Rams have been dominant this game, but earlier they kept trying to set up a field goal, so it was like 9-7. No, it was 13-7. That's right, 13-7. So yeah, it's been something special there, Emmanuel. But I'm tired, so my mind goes certain ways. Almost a pick. Ah, you failed us, Julian Love. But yeah, I'm a little bit tired. So when I get tired, my mind goes hyper mode, and so what it does is it can go bing bing boom 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 boom. Basically, that's how my mind goes, and so whatever comes to my mind is what's going right now. So right now it's fourth down to 6 because it was an incomplete pass, almost picked, which would have been nice for Seattle, but unfortunately, good things can't go their way. So punt is going to be underway. It's only a 16-point game. Not a great one. Return for Shaheed up to the 45, up to the 50, up to the 45, up to the 40, up to the 35, 30, up to the 10. Oh my gosh, Shaheed. Yes. And that's going to be a touchdown. Rashid Shaheed. And baby, we back in this ball right here. That's where you go to Seattle. We thought we were out. But we back in this. Let's go. Get that 2-point conversion. We back in that thing. If only Sam Darnold wasn't so bad against the Rams for sure, faux shizzle that derby. If only they played 2 losses last season against them to show a team in the NFC West that maybe it was a bad year. Just possibly. Maybe. Just by the fact that Blake Corum is playing snaps tells me that the Rams are winning. Well, they are also doing a little back and forth, you know. Oh, did he stay in bounce? Yep. Yes, sir. He is in bounds. He's not stepping out of bounds. You people, you thought he was going to step out of bounds? No, he wouldn't. Yeah, it would be a bad idea to sign him, but guess what? If anything, if we're Seattle, we run away. We don't run away from red flags. We go to them. Shotgun formation with Shyamalan, and it's going to be a 2-point conversion for Cooper Kupp. 30-22, 8:03 left to go in the fourth quarter, and just like that, turns on a dime, and Seattle's back to a 1-score game. Seattle. All you need is something to go your way. And something did. And it's the form of Rashid. I need to speed Shaheed. Rashid Shaheed. I'm glad he's out of New Orleans. I'm glad he is. That man is blazing fast. He's got that speed, Miami. Excuse me. That was not very gentlemanly of me. For me to burp like that on stream. I don't know what came over me. If I'll be honest, I don't know. I'm very sorry. But yes, so Seattle. Oh, that's actually an interesting little thing by Cooper Kupp. He's like, I'm gonna block, and he's like, no, actually, I'm gonna stop right here, and I'm gonna have a little secure little nut grab. Like literally, it's he grabs it, and then he just like holds it in his thighs and like this. I don't know how he like caught it like this. That is an incredible grab by Cooper Kip, by the Cooper man, the me Cooper. So 8:03 left to go in the fourth quarter, and Jason Myers is going to boot this ball away. It's going to return from about the 3, fumbled, muffed, 15-20, and power drive to the 22-yard line, first down 10 for the Rams. And Seattle's getting their crowd back into it. It's going to be loud. Got to be prepared. That's is that Knight? Yeah, it's Knight with the tackle. Good for him. Good for you. I got my mind on my money on my mind. That's what my mind is on. Anyways, from the 22-yard line, under center, 3 tight end set. Gonna set Puka Nacua in motion. Gonna be a PA pass. Gonna throw to Puka Nacua, who gets about 3 yards before he's taken down by Nick Emenware. So 2nd down and 7 from the 25, I believe. I believe that we will win. I hope so. That would be nice if I'm the one to pick Seattle and then we win, so that my pick'em look good, and also possibly because then that would mean that Seattle is more likely to be the top seed in the NFC, and then we face against them next week. And for some reason, the Panthers do good against them. Going to be a pressure, and I don't know what that pass was, but Matthew Stafford like climbed the pocket and like jumped and threw. It was like, I'm not getting sacked. No tie. No sorry. I'm not going to be taken down by Linda Williams, who just whooped the dog mess out of Steven Vila. He's like, I'm going to go airborne and just throw this one away. It is 3rd down and 7. 7:18 left to go in the fourth quarter. It's getting loud. Shotgun formation, running back to his right. Play clock at 2, 1, 0. Got to snap off, drops back to pass. He's got some time. He's going to struggle, get some rolls out. Is going to throw on the run, and it's going to be, is that caught? They're saying that's got to be incomplete. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. I think it's incomplete. Monfil says he's got it. Let's see here. Sean McVay decided if he wants to throw the challenge flag. Yeah, Witherspoon's on Puka Nakua. I don't know. Punt is underway, and is going to be not a great one, if I'm being honest. Not a great punt. Goes out of bounds on the other side. It's going to be first down 10 by the 40-something yard line. So 7:02 left to go in the fourth quarter. Only down by 8 in Seattle. You have a shot. Please don't mess it up. Do what you're supposed to be doing. If you could, we'd all appreciate you. You just being you, bud. You just being you. If you could just, just be smart, just be nice, and just kind of win. That would be kind of sweet of you. That would be the best thing ever. Just win. Sammy Poo, can you win for us, please? The whole world is watching, and we want you to win. We want you to show up all these people who doubted you. We want you to show all these people who thought that you sucked. We wanted to see right here, look at that. And the 172 all-time with trailing by 15 plus in the fourth quarter. Well, that is changing today. Okay, I trusted myself, and the last Thursday night football game. Let's see what happens here. Is a flag, but Shaheed runs for like 30 yards. But I'm not saying anything because there's a flag, and I think it's going to be on the offense. I think it's going to be on offense. I think it's going to be a legal formation. Oh, it's on the defense. Holy crap. Oh, whoops. The Brad Allen accidentally hit Charbonnet in the face. I should have commented on it. I thought it was going to be a flag on Seattle, but no, it's offsides. So, Rashid Shaheed takes it from the 40 to the 45 to the 50, all the way up to like the 20-something yard line on an end around. Just got clear grass, just do. So up to the 26-yard line under center, 2 tight ends to the left. Kenneth Walker in the backfield. And rolls, got plenty of time, throws for the end zone, and wide open. And that is A.J. Barner. And with a 2-point conversion, we will be tied. It went from 30 to 14. Like 8 minutes left. It is 6:23. And we are 2-point conversion from being tied. Thursday night football, baby. W called it. This might be the best game of the season, and we can possibly say that it might be. Puka's about to regret those comments he made earlier about the referees leading up to the game. Puka's going to regret a lot of stuff. He needs to turn down his diva. I don't know what's gotten into him so far, but he needs to turn down his diva a little bit, because that was crazy what he was trying to say. I'm like, you might think it, but shut your mouth. Don't add ammo. Learn from other people's mistakes. Okay? Be America's sweetheart. Let people like you. Don't say stupid stuff. Gonna send Charbonnet into motion. Gonna be a screen pass to him, and that's gonna be nothing. What is that play? Okay, Clint Kubiak. I'm sorry, but like if Zach Charbonnet is out wide and you bring him into motion, I could have told you that was gonna be. I could have told you that was gonna be a screen pass to Zach Charbonnet. I don't even play football. Like I haven't played football in quite some time, but I could tell you that that's going to be a screen pass to Zach Charbonnet. So obviously the Rams defense will be like, oh, let me just break up this pass. Why have we been so dumb? I don't understand. So we're down by two. Down by two. Oh, so Zoe, what did Puka do? So basically, Puka decided that he wanted to do a interview with a person that I don't know who they are, but apparently they're kind of controversial. I have no idea who the person is, but basically that happened, and what he said was that uh, the NFL refs just want to get onto TV, and like they're like basically like he was calling out the refs, which obviously don't really do because that's it puts you in a bad spot with the refs. And two, he was basically saying like, oh, like they do like they have like a group chat and they text each other like, oh, you see me on Sunday Night Football, and it's like it's one of those comments where you're like, why are we doing that? Like, why are we why in the world would we be saying that kind of stuff? Where you're basically adding ammo to like any kind of um, wait, holy crap! They might give him the 2 point conversion because it might have been a backwards pass and it knocked off his helmet, and technically Zach Charbonnet recovered it in the end zone. It could technically be a 2 point conversion. Ain't no way. That's a backwards pass. Holy crap, it's a backwards pass. That is a backwards pass. So technically it's a fumble. Zach Charbonnet just picks it up just randomly. That's gonna be a 2 point conversion. That's gonna be a 2 point conversion. Because it bounces off his helmet. And Zach Charbonnet, like he literally just picks it up with one hand. He's like, oh well, okay, well, I guess so. Yeah, that's a backwards pass. That is a backwards pass. That's crazy. That's going to be called Thursday Night Football. Any other game? Yes. Well, Thursday Night Football did we no. Thursday Night Football we did have that 10-7 Raiders Broncos game. That was terrible. So there's that. Further review. Holy crap! It's going to be tied up. It is going to be tied up. Holy crap! It's going to be tied up. 30-30. 6:23 left to go in the fourth quarter. That's crazy. Yeah, he called out the ref saying how they have other jobs at other places by saying, yeah, these lawyers and doctors who just want to get on TV so they can show their friends. Yeah. I say you don't do that. Don't bite the hand that feeds. Exactly. Because especially also, granted also Dobie. Also Zoe. Brad Allen is the same exact ref, if you remember, that had the Lions versus Cowboys debacle. He's had a lot of other debacles as well. I'm not saying he's the kind of person that's kind of petty, but he does give off that vibe. He is the kind of person that's kind of petty. Of course, they have other jobs. The NFL season doesn't last all year. Exactly, and also they don't make them full time. Like legitimately, I know of a person who used to be a full time NFL ref, and yeah, like he was also like he won several state titles as a baseball coach at like a close by high school. Like he was a high school baseball coach and so he would win state titles. Then he would go on to he would ref in Super Bowls, and then he would go on and then he would win state titles, which is also crazy. Okay, you're refing NFL games, you're refing Super Bowl, and then you leave there and you're like, okay, now I'm just winning myself a state title, back to back to back state titles too, which is still an awesome feat, nonetheless. Sorry about that. Second down 8, 2 tight ends to the right. From the 28-yard line, going to be a flash of pass. Gets some pressure. He's going to throw, and on the run, it'll be dropped. Dropped by Parkinson. Stafford's getting up a little bit slowly. This is exactly how the Bears lost NFC North in 2013. The defense of standing around Packers players picking up the ball because it was still a live fumble and no whistles were blown. The back judge for us during the Browns game was Courtney Brown. And if you're not aware of who it is, he's a former first-round pick by the Cleveland Browns. Oh, I know about Courtney Brown because I'm doing a research video of talking about. I'll talk about that in a second. Third down 8 from the 28-yard line, shotgun formation with Kyron Williams to his left. Throw, and that's going to be tipped up, but it's caught by Puka Nacua. Makes one miss, makes another man miss. However, it's going to be short. It's going to be 4th down and about 3. So it's 5:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. Got to punt this ball away. So yeah, I don't know how it's. I don't think that's very fair. But they're Adobe. But interesting to talk about Courtney Brown because I am doing a. I'm trying to get a research video together. But I have other covers of research videos I'm trying to get. I'm gonna try to get out during Christmas break. So I'm gonna have a lot more time to be able to do that, and also get the NFL pinhouse and basement videos out. But I'm doing like if the 12-team playoff happened during the BCS era, because there's a lot of great teams that could possibly try to win a national title. And talking about Penn State that had Courtney Brown and LeVar Arrington that like absolutely crapped the bed near the end of the season. That was was that 2000? Was that 1999? I'm trying to think of the top of my head because I'm right now. I'm almost finished 2003, so I've got a lot way to go with the research. It's taken a long time. It's like when I want to do a research thing, I want to make sure that I have everything down. So like I have all the statistics, all that kind of stuff. And it's been taking a little bit. Like I said, doing 12 teams per year while also doing my job. Like it's been taking a long time, but I want to do this video. If this one works, then I'll do a 12 team. Like for the 4-team playoff. So I have those 2 ideas baking. I've got another one that I'm thinking about doing, but I'm probably going to wait a little bit. But there is one play that happened in 1997 that does not get talked about, how much it has impacted both the NFL and college football as a whole. And I'm basically going to be like doing like a billboard, not billboard, but like a pin board kind of like video talking about how because of this one play, you have 2 careers that splits. One that goes the NFL route, and then one that goes the college ranks. I'm not trying to like spoil it, but basically, because of this decision and the decisions that come from this, you have a scar on a college team that unfortunately continues to happen until they hire the right guy. And then you have the guy who got blamed for the play go on to the NFL and then dramatically change the landscape of quarterback play, of generationally horrible teams and take them to some of the highest heights they've had. Just to kind of give you a little hint. But when I found out about this play and I found out like how it just splits from there, I'm like, no one talks about this, and I want to talk about it. But that's another idea that I have. I have a lot of ideas, obviously, but I just don't have the time to make some of these videos. Throw, that's going to be incomplete. Try to get a JSN. 2nd down 10. They kind of cut that to kind of late. NFL makes way too much money not to play the rest every Year round, I agree. I don't care how much they're paid, but it should be more all year to keep them happy, and while they're at it, make them study year round. Exactly. But they ain't gonna do it, unfortunately. Ooh. Excuse me. Second down 10. 30 to 30. 4:43 left going fourth. Sam Darnold is going to throw. It's going to be a screen pass. Ken Walker makes one man miss and makes another, but gets only about 3 yards. Third down 7. Um, if the NFL made it a full-time job, I would so become a ref. Oh, for sure. Full-time pay, benefits, and I get to watch games. Obviously, I have to be really tentative, but with how much I love football, I could. Like I said, I could try to get in better shape. But yeah, no, like for sure. Like I said, well, my eyesight's not very good. I have to wear contacts, so I guess that's part of it. Still, they're showing Jimmy G like, hey, he got hit, so it might be Jimmy G time. No, another screen pass. Don't know why we're doing that, but that's get Clint. Third and 7. We're going to throw a screen pass. Really? Playing not to lose, just how you lose the game. 3:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. It's all tied up. All you gotta do is kick a field goal. Don't love that, Clint. Don't love it. Punt is underway. That's a pretty good punt. With fair caught. That's back at like the 19, maybe the 18-yard line by Xavier Smith. So 3:19 left to go in the fourth. Seattle has all 3 timeouts. Rams only have 2. Rams all times 3:23-1 when leading by 15 plus points in the fourth quarter. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. I want Seattle to win because I picked them to win, but I don't love. I don't love the play calling, dude. Like 2 straight screen passes. Really? I don't know why we do this to ourselves. John's making a pass, and Stafford's going to throw across the middle, and that's be caught by Allen, who gets about 6 yards in play. Second down 4. 3:10 left to go in the fourth. So Parker, I don't really know that much about her, unfortunately. Claire Tracy, that's the girl we talked about at the very beginning. The soccer player, right? That died by suicide for a TikTok trend. I don't know her because I said I don't really watch soccer, so I don't know if I. I mean, I don't like her decision. I don't like why you do like a TikTok trend. I think what I said was like devil TikTok trend where like you put like helium or something. I don't understand that. Like that. I don't. I'm not trying to. Not trying to victim blame. I'm not trying to victim blame, but it doesn't make any sense. Um. So, but like I said, it's awful. It's awful for anybody to lose their life, but also it's awful when people do like make trends that can cause other people harm, and people are not wise enough to know that maybe that might be harming them. A throw and wide open. How do you get so wide open? Is with Terrence first and gets the first down. Why? Oh, there's a flag. Please let there be a flag on the Rams. I think it's on Seattle. Brad, can you do me a favor? Can you call it on the Rams? Can you call on the Rams? Targeting? Oh, no, it's going to be targeting. I just read his lips. Checking for targeting. Great. Okay, they just call him necessary roughness. Okay. Just call him necessary roughness, not targeting, but I guess they were trying to make sure it wasn't targeting. So now they're in great field position, which sucks. why we gotta do this. But yeah, no, like, oh, he just got burnt. I gotta look. I'm gonna have to look up who that is. A 2 minute warning. Gonna be a handoff, and that's gonna be to Karen Kyron Williams. However, there is a flag. There is a flag. I think it's a hold on the edge. I have to look up who that is in a second. Yeah, Allen call for holding. Should I study some right now for like an hour and a bunch tomorrow in class before my test, or go to sleep now, study in the class before, and hope the sleep helps me more than the studying? Um, I would go like sleep is very very important because like I said you're not going to remember anything right now because especially like for you it's like 11 o'clock, so it's better for you to go to sleep and then do studying right before so you're like it's better for you like to remember it right then and there because you're talking about it right then and there. Gonna be a not hand up a throw it to number 84, gets about 5 yards, second down and 15. Like for instance like Manuel, if you sleep now, you're getting your normal rest. But if you Puka Nakua, what are you? All right, Puka Nakua is going back and forth with Nicky Mawari. That's not good. All right, still going at it. Good lord. But yeah, like I said, I would say go sleep. Because like I said, study has shown that it like you don't retain as much information past 11 o'clock. And I know for both of us, it's past 11 o'clock. So I would say go to sleep. Wake up. You can wake up earlier if you want to, but like you're going to be remembering it a lot more if you're doing it right before the test. Just saying, like you remember it a lot more. All right, 2:20 left to go in the fourth. Second down 15. Going to be a handoff to Kyron Williams, who is going to get about six, roughly about six. So 2:15 left to go in fourth. Second timeout was called by Seattle. All right. Oh, that's right. You're talking about. Oh, wait, no. What was the other name you asked me about, Parker? I look up who it was. Jasmine. I don't. I don't. So I'll look her up at the 2 minute warnings. Right now it's 2:15. Let's go. Third down 8. Because I'll have a lot more time to see who that is. What are they doing? That's something that I had to get. I've kind of gotten used to, but not really. But I don't know what in the world my upper apartment are doing. All right, so it's third down 8, shotgun formation, drops back a pass, bringing the blitz, and throws, and that's going to be incomplete. Fourth down and 8, way over their head. So initially they were trying to see why it's not going to be pass interference. However, like I said, it was way over their head. So because he threw the ball, stops the clock. So Seattle still has one timeout, so the 2 minute warning as well. 2:11 left to go in the fourth quarter. And Harold Mavis on for the for the field goal to try to take a lead. I really just want to vent because a 95 to rate you need a 95 to raise my grade .1. Kick is up. Kick is no good. He missed it. He missed a 48-yard field goal. So 207 us here, and I offer any extra credit to get that. I like this teacher enough, but man, she's pissing me off with this BS. Just want to vent because of freaking 95 to raise my grade point 1 point. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Like, dude, this 90 could help me get scholarships and things like rules are rules. Shaking my head. Life is so unfair sometimes. That is fair, there, Manuel. I think we're going to commercial break so I can look up who is this. Who is Jasmine? What? I didn't know someone's name could be Jasmine with like a jazz. Oh, gonna be a hand to Charbonnet who gets like 2 yards, so go to 2 minute warning. What's the name? Kern. What? Kern. Marketing specialist? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, so okay, so the person you talked about before. Okay, so that's Xana. Okay, because I was trying to think of who you're talking about before. Um, I don't know anything about what is this? Let me look up who Xana is because I have no idea. Um, let's see. Okay. So she was one of the four that was died. Okay, okay. So she was one of the four that died in the Idaho thing. Okay, gotcha. The only thing I know about because like, I'm like I said, I'm very chronically offline. Um, the only thing I knew about that was I saw either it was like Peacock was making a documentary about it or something like that. Like I saw like the uh what you call it the trailer for it. I didn't know that's what her name was. But that sound yeah. I'm sorry that happened. I'm sorry that I'm sorry. I'm obviously sorry that people died. But I didn't know about her sister. I just know she's talking about her. Oh my gosh, Sam sack sacked by the Rams. So now it's gonna be third and forever. Oh my gosh, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Sorry, but yeah, I said I feel sorry for the victims about that happened in the Idaho college shooting. Like I said, we still will never understand why people do what they do. Why in the world you got to have people got to have so much hate in their heart? They want to take another person's life. It makes you frustrated because you're like it's not only are you hurting somebody, you're hurting them, you're hurting somebody, other people in their lives, and you just have no empathy. You do not care. Just do what you want to do and hurt anybody you want to hurt. Third and 17 from 31-yard line. Drops back to pass. Sam Darnold steps in the pocket. Is going to get bad down to the line. Fourth and 17. Goodness gracious, Seattle, please, please, we beg of you, do something. And you were gifted this a missed field goal. You were gifted it, and you did nothing with it. Manuel, dude, this 90 could help me get scholarships. Oh, I already read that down. My bad. Bad Guys is dead now. Brown University. The bad guy is dead from the Brown University thing. Okay, good, good. Like I said, fair card at the 11-yard line. Yeah, nah. I don't have the worst. I don't have the worst just to say it. It's just I hate the fact that I don't have any words to say it, but like it's obviously like I said I don't want to wish any ill will anybody. Like that's not the Christian thing to do for me to say, but at the same time, like for anybody who takes another person's life, you get what's coming to you. You get what's coming to you, and that's not me doing it. That's in my opinion, that's what God's doing. All right, so first down 10 from the 11-yard line, and not Sam Darnold, but Matthew Stafford's got to throw this one in the dirt. Second down 10, 130 left to go in the fourth. Oof, just saw more Puka stuff, yes. I'm no longer a Puka fan, or even liker. He lost his this random no names respect, but hope the world gives him what he deserves. Yeah, like I said, he's been chirping a lot today too, and it's like giving off the wrong vibe. Second down and 10. Matthew Stafford steps in the pocket, throws, and it's going to be a beauty to Puka Nacua down the 40-yard line. First down 10 for the Rams. 125, 124, 123. Clock continues to run. Only one timeout for the Rams. Puka Nacua has 9 receptions for 168. Stafford throws to the right side, however, it's going to be incomplete. There was a nice little blitz coming off from the left side. Second down 10 and 106 left to go in the fourth. We could be going to overtime. Obviously, Rams could still get in field goal range, but we could be going to overtime. Second down 10 from the 39-yard line. Shotgun formation. Draws back a pass. And Stafford is going to throw, and that's going to be, please don't pick. Oh, no, it's caught. Caught near midfield. Oh, my gosh, I was almost picked off. He said concussions aren't real. Wait, he said concussions aren't real? I wonder how many scientists are on the Seahawks defense to help him test his hypothesis. I didn't hear about the concussions aren't real. That's crazy. Speaking of Seahawks, there's a defender down. The one that almost picked it off is down on the ground. That's not good. Jaron Reed got his a little bit. So Nick Imawari, almost caught the pick. That would have been interesting. Yeah, like I said, I didn't hear that one, but that one is wild. Concussions aren't real. They aren't real. Yeah, that's a little wild. Little bit wild. And Nick Imawari, I think he just hit his head wrong. Yeah, I think he got his bell rung a little bit. He caught it, but I think the way his helmet hit the ground, I think it's on the side. He's probably got a concussion. Because even when he's walking, he's kind of walking dizzy. So yeah, I think he's got a concussion. That's not good. You need Nick Imawari. 53 seconds left to go. First down 10 from the 50. Stafford's got time on his back pocket too. We need a pick is what we need. Do I like impacted wisdom teeth? Parker, do I like... I'm confused by your question there, Parker. Impacted wisdom teeth? Is that I don't know what you mean by impacted wisdom teeth. If I'm being honest, I have no idea. Do I like having wisdom teeth? Or I'm gonna pause on that one because I'm confused about what you're asking. Uh, what is impacted wisdom? Yeah, I don't know impacted. I know what wisdom teeth are, but I don't know what is impacted wisdom teeth. Is that where the wisdom teeth is pushing your teeth in a certain direction? Was where you have to get them taken out? I don't know if that's what impacted means. Back to wisdom teeth. Stafford throws as be incomplete. Try to get to the field. Look it up. I'll look it up in a second. Right now, I'm going to be calling this. Second down 10, 57 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Because I don't like impacted. I'll look up in a second. Stafford has thrown for 387 yards, by the way. 2 touchdowns, too. So, from the 49-yard line, second down 10, shotgun formation, running back to his left, drops back a pass. Stafford throws to the right side. It's going to be dropped by Parkinson. Third down and 10. Seattle, please get a stop. Seattle, please get a stop. Please get a stop. On third and 10, get a stop. It's 50-some seconds left. You'd have enough time to get a field goal range for Jason Myers. Please. Please. Please, 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 please. Third down 10. 53 seconds. Tied up at 30. Stafford in shotgun formation. Run back to his left. Drops back a pass. Looking for Puka. Overthrew him. Let's freaking go. Fourth down and 10. All right, so now that I've been to punt away, I can look up what in the world impacted wisdom teeth is. Okay. So it's. I mean, that's AI overview. I'd rather not look at AI overview. So impacted which can include swelling, bad taste, or pain that radiates through your jaw and face. So basically, it's what I thought about before, where it's like messing up with your. So I was right. Hey, looky there, I was right. So basically, it's messing. It's like pushing your other teeth, and it's messing like it's like impacting your other teeth. Basically, it's like what it's like pushing up through, and it's pushing your other teeth. So like it's gonna mess up your teeth and cause you toothaches. So I was correct. Let's freaking go. I didn't know this is what it was called, but I was correct. All right, 42 seconds left to go from the 15-yard line. Shotgun formation with Sam Darnold. Draws back to pass. They got one timeout. Throws to go check down. It's going to be Zach Charbonnet. Gets up to the 28-yard line. Clock continues to run. 34, 33, 32. Going to clock it. 31, 30. Clocks it at about the 29 seconds. And I think that was, Kobe Turner tried to pick it off. All right, for a second time. Like, what does he think is going to happen with concussions then? Like, is he thinking people are lying about having symptoms or what? No, I think that Puka is just going. I think Puka has become the. I'm gonna be like, I don't get concussions, so concussions aren't even real. Like, it's just them people just being like lame. I don't know. That's why I'm projecting. Like, I guess what I assume he's acting like. Sam Darnold's going to try to avoid the sack. He takes a split. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. And number 95, that is Puna Ford, gets back there. Why did we call a timeout? Oh, you have no timeouts. That's right. 13, 12, 11, and then we got to go to overtime. I mean, Sam Darnold literally did a split. He did a legit split. Puna Ford got that back leg and was like, I'm taking it. So it is 30-30. We're going to overtime. And this game, Dobie, you were correct. It is turning into being one of the best games this season. And it has woken me up because, as you remember, I was on the ropes, but I know that this is going to be crashing down soon. That's how it works. Is that I push myself to the limit, push it to the limit, basically, and my mind will be like pushing it, or my body will be pushing it. And once I push it back, then it's like I don't feel it no more, and I'm also like doing good. I don't know what I'm talking about. But basically, like I said, like how my body works, and I think how most people's bodies works. But like, if I just push myself more and more and more, then I'm fine. But the crash is going to be for real. But like right now, my mind is I'm like focused. But before I was tired, and now I'm I'm good. I'm really good, amazing actually. And I'm thinking about I want to give me another Gatorade before we start. So do I want to get another Gatorade? I think he thinks it's conspiracy theory made up by a big helmet to sell more helmets. He thinks Guardian Cap has something to do with it. He's like, those Guardian Caps make you look stupid. Guardian Caps try to make money. No. You were slightly eepy on the way to Sleepy Town. Yes, I was. I was very much so. All right, so now we're talking about overtime, so we're gonna go a little bit. Yeah, you're probably right, Emmanuel. Exactly. Like I said he was probably like, for like the Guardian Caps. They're taking my money. Okay, I'm gonna go and get another Gatorade. Ooh. I sit down for too long, my legs go from underneath me. Jesus is my doctor. Oh, So Amazon right now is showing their trailer, their preview for Good Sports with Kevin Hart and Kenan Thompson. Interesting. I do want to go to Lumen Field eventually. It looks like an awesome stadium to go to. Man, like going to Seattle, I definitely want to go to Seattle, but like I do want to go. I want to go like obviously not right now, because right now I'm focusing on trying to go to every SEC stadium. But I really want to go eventually to all NFL stadiums. But I have a lot more money. 15, 20, 25, 30, up to the 35, up to the 40, up to the 45, up to the 50, the 49. As Rivers, however, there's a flag, and it's probably going to be a hold. Yep. Holding on receiving team. Backing on up. Sean Dolak? No. Sean. The main man for Buffalo. For shame. For shame. All right. So Rams, let's do nothing. Let's do nothing. No. Pick six. Pick six, what I want. I want that to be the way the game ends. First down 10 from about the 20-yard line under center. Two tight ends to the left. Drops back a pass. Quick throw. It's be a Puka Nacua. And he is going to get about 9. Kind of ran through a lot of the defenders. So we second down and 1. Tied up 30 all. They're showing right now that in the last 5 drives, the Rams have not scored. Right, so they had that missed field goal, that 48-yard field goal was missed. Then punt. Second down and 1. From the 29-yard line, Stafford going to be under center. 2 tight ends to the left. Going to send Ferguson in motion. Rolls out. Stafford checks it back down. Wide open, for some odd reason, is Kyron Williams. No, actually, no, Blake Corum, sorry. Gains about 9 yards to play. First down 10 for the Rams. Let's see here. Wait, Puka tried to bring streamers into the Rams facility without getting permission to do a stream this week. What are we doing? Yeah, no, that's how it started. Was like he tried to come in, then the Rams were like, no, we got a short week, so you can't come in. Also, why would you just randomly try to come in? Like, I own this joint. And yeah, so it's a whole big mess. From the 42-yard line, first down 10, Stafford is going to try to avoid the pressure, and he does. Throws down the field, and it's going to be like way too high for Ferguson. I think he's probably just like, I'm throwing this out there. I'm not trying to get sacked. But it's be second down 10. Yeah, he had Ferguson. He just missed him completely. Ferguson is wide open. I mean, like, ain't nobody like 15 yards in front of him. It's just a bad throw by Stafford. Like, a pretty bad throw. That man is shirtless. All right. Second down 10. Shotgun formation. Run back to his left. Drops back a pass. Is getting some kind of pressure. Is going to throw down the right side. And that's going to be picked. Oh, he dropped it. There's also a flag. It might be defensive pass interference. Yep, it is. First down 10. Illegal contact by Ernest Jones. Why? Let's see here. Yep. It's not a lot, but it technically is. That's stupid. That's stupid. All right. 8:23 left going to overtime. Under center from the 47-yard line. Going to send Allen into motion. Going to be a handoff to Blake Corum, who gets up to the 50, so gains about 3 yards there. Second down 7. Drop her to pass. Stafford is going to check it down. Pop in the air. Picked. Let's freaking go, Ernest Jones. Let's freaking go. Picked. Yes. 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 Picked Ernest Jones. Seattle has the ball. 7:41 left to go to overtime. All they gotta do is kick a field goal. All they gotta do is kick a field goal. And I look like a genius. I look like a genius because I didn't give up on Seattle. I didn't give up on the Falcons. This is back-to-back Thursday night football games where I didn't give up. Then when I wanted to, but I decided not to. And both of these would benefit me. Let's see, here's a pick. Please tell me it's a pick. Cradle that ball. That's not a good angle. Show me a better angle. That's a good angle. Okay, cradle. Cradle, he cradles it. Holds it near and dear to his heart. I think it's going to be incomplete pass. I think it's going to be incomplete pass. I don't know. It's close. It's called on the field interception. I want it to be interception, but I think it's going to be incomplete. Because it does move. It does move. That's also really quick. Incomplete pass, yep. Yep. Alright, so it's third down. Like I said, he cradles it. However, like I said, the very bottom, like once it hits his chest, the ball hits the ground and then moves down his belly. So that's the reason why it's going to be incomplete pass. Third down, 6. 7:42. Let's go in overtime. Just hold him here. Get a stop. Get a stop. Stafford, shotgun formation, run back to his right. Drops back to pass. Late blitz. Got hit as he threw, but it's still going to be a first down. However, there is a flag, and I believe it might be on the Rams. It might be illegal formation. Offsides, no. That going. All right, so first down. I mean, like, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, Josh Jobe is getting just cooked all the time. Stop putting Josh Jobes on Puka Nacua. $416 yards by Matthew Stafford. Hand off to Blake Corum. He gets like a yard. Oh, sorry, that's Kyron Williams. Gets like a yard. So second down and 9. Also, technically, Sean McVay was trying to get a timeout, so thankfully he didn't get the timeout called, I guess. 6:55, let's go into overtime. Parker, I'll talk about that in a second about Kalen DeBoer. Second down 9 from the 41-yard line, under center. Going to be a play action pass. He's got time, throws down the field, and that's going to be caught by Puka Nacua. 10-15, he is in for a touchdown. Puka Nacua is having an amazing day. Stafford's having an amazing day. And the Rams took the lead. 36-30. Goodness gracious. So now I can talk about the Kevin DeBoer situation. So the rumor is, and like I said, the reason why I'm saying rumor, because I don't think it's true, is that if Kevin DeBoer loses to Oklahoma, Alabama's going to want to try to force him out, or he's not going to be happy, and he's going to be leaving. I don't think that's true. I don't think that Kevin DeBoer is the kind of person that just walks away from a fight. Like, I think that he, obviously, like I said, he took the Bama job for a reason. So if I'm Kalen DeBoer, I'm not going to just leave Bam because well it's getting hard. No, because even if Bama somehow fires you, you're still gonna have a great job. And instead of leaving Alabama, where you're still in a good situation, you go to Michigan. That's in a terrible situation right now, where basically they're right now doing a internal review of their program, and they're also like a lot of upheaval right now. Like, why would you want to leave Alabama for that? So, even though a lot of pundits are trying to push that narrative. I'm not going to name names, but they know who they are, and they do it for a certain reason because they want to start controversy, or they're trying to get people to try to call in on their show to share that sentiment, and then other people stir up the drama. I hate. I'm not saying his name, but I hate him with a passion. But I don't think that Kalen DeBoer leaves Alabama. I think that if anything, he would get fired from Alabama if this next year does not go to play. Like if they lose Oklahoma, okay, and then next year Bama either misses the playoffs or they still go one and done again in the playoffs, then I can understand that might be a part of the thing. But I don't think Bama, especially the athletic director, I don't think that they are going to be. I think they're going to try to be more civilized than some Bama fans who don't know how to handle when things go wrong. So yeah, I don't think that Kellen DeBoer goes to Michigan. It would be odd on his part. From the 35-yard line, under center going to be three tight ends to the right. Going to be Hams Kenneth Walker, who is going to cut back to the left for some odd reason. There was a hole to the right. What are you doing? It gains 4 yards, but he Kenneth, there was a hole right there. There was a hole. I don't know. All right. Second down 6. Sam under center, I formation, two tight ends to the left. Going to be a play action pass, and it's going to avoid the sack. It's going to throw down the field. It's be caught, and that's going to be JSN. That's going to be a first down at the 45-yard line. Actually, 44-yard line. So first down 10 for Seattle. 5:40 left to go in the game. Yeah, got a toe tap. Under center from the 44-yard line. Going to be a play action pass again. And he's going to try to scramble. He's going to throw this one away. So it's going to be second down 10. Do I like Jim Mora? I'm so on Jim Mora. I want to see a little more from him. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of Jim Mora, if I'm being honest. Um, yeah, he's fine. I guess I have kind of the same thing what I had with Jed Fish, where I'm they're fine, but I'm not banging the table for them. Second down 10 from the 44-yard line. Draws back a pass and throws, and that's holy crap! How's that not pass? How? How is that not pass interference? Okay, I about said. I was Forbes grabbed him before the ball even got to him. All right, so first down 10 for Seattle. That was egregious, Manuel. Yeah, literally hooked him. All right, so first down 10 on the 39-yard line. Under center. Two tight end set. Going to be a hand with Kenneth Walker, who's going to bounce out to the left side. Gets upended, but does gain about 3. So second down 7. JSN comes back in after getting a little bit of a breather. Kenneth Walker, 11 rushes for 100 yards. They're showing JSN. He had 0 in the first half. Second half, overtime, he had 7 for 92. All right, Sam Darnold with Charbonnet to his left. Going to send JSN into motion. Low snap, but he got it. Throws as it getting hit, and holy crap, amazing grab by Cooper Kupp at the 16-yard line. I mean, like I said, Sam Darnold was getting hit as he threw. Throw it to the sideline. Cooper Kupp. 1, 2, yes, absolutely. That's an amazing grab by Cooper Kupp. From the 16-yard line. Shotgun formation. Zach Charbonnet, that should be a false start. How is that a false start? All right, well, Zach Charbonnet gets 2 yards. Second down, 8. How is that not a false start? Cooper Kupp moved too early. All right, well, this was move past that. $3:55 we're going to overtime. Second down, 8. Under center. Send Shaheed in motion up to the left. Going to be a play action pass. Sam Darnold's going to scramble, and then throw a check down to Barner. Makes it third down and about 2. Well, depends on the spot. Maybe third down 3. A little more manageable. It's a 2 down. I mean, this is 2 down territory. So, I mean, like, even, like, just getting a little bit more yards just helps you out. Because, like I said, you can run here. If you get it, it's fine. But if not, like I said, you have a lot more options on fourth down. All right, 3rd and 3. Sam Darnold under center. Zach Charbonnet in the backfield. Going to be a handoff here, and Zach Charbonnet is going to get the first down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal for Seattle. 3:30 left to go into overtime. All they got to do is get a touchdown and more than likely go for a 2-point conversion to go for the win. Well, technically, no. Rams still have a shot. But you go for 2 to make sure that we're not going for a tie. So Rams call a timeout. Interesting. Again, 1st and goal from the 4. 3:17 left to go in overtime. It's going to be a pass here. Sam Darnold in center. Zach Charbonnet in the backfield. Guess that's Shaheed in the motion. Play action pass. Sam Darnold's going to throw for the end zone. And that's going to be JSN for the touchdown in the back of the end zone. 37-36. And going for 2. Go for dose. Go for dose. Here we go. Here we go, buddy. 37-36. Seahawks going for 2. Shotgun formation. Zach Charbonnet to his right. Timeout is called by the Rams. They were up 30-14 with 8:30 left to go in the game. And Seattle with a punt return for a touchdown, with a very quick touchdown after a 3-and-out by the Rams, with 6 minutes left, had tied up the game. That's how this game had gone. In the first half alone, the Rams had over double the amount of time possession, had over double the amount of total yards, and Seattle somehow, some way, found a way to tie the game, take us into overtime. Sam Darnold shotgun formation with Zach Charbonnet to his right. Going to send Cooper Kupp into motion. So now we know end zone. And a time is called by Seattle. Oh my gosh, stop. Oh man. This is very stressful for somebody that like it's not it's like Sam Darnold, an empty set. Now I'm going to send Zach Charbonnet into motion over to his left. Don't you dare throw a screen pass. Drops back a pass. Sam Darnold's going to throw for the end zone. He got it! He got it! Number 81 and the Seahawks have scored the 2-point conversion. They win 38-37 in overtime. And Seattle will take over as the number 1 seed. A.J. Barner stands above. He's the only one who got a 2-point conversion, but still, what an amazing game. What an amazing game. 38-37. Again, it was 30-14 with 8.5 left. That's crazy. The Rams have an easier path to try to maybe could win the division. They need some help. But now, Seattle's in the driver's seat. All they got to do is win out. If they win out, they are the first overall seed. There's Derek Hall. There's my Auburn man. Let's freaking go, dude. That's awesome for him. I don't know, like if you're a Rams player, like you had the game in the bag, and then on a dime it switches up on you. You had the game in the bag. Like says able to say his goodbye to him. That's wild, dude. That's wild, man. Wow. Well, they said everybody else picked the Rams. I look like a genius, and I'm also very tired, and like starting to hit a little bit. But I will see y'all tomorrow, and hopefully this will be an amazing game as well. The Oklahoma Sooners versus the Alabama Crimson Tide. And then I will see y'all on Monday, Colts versus 49ers. So I'll see y'all then. And then I said won't be streaming for Christmas, obviously. And I'll be streaming after Christmas. I'll be on vacation. So Like I said, you'll see me Friday. You'll see me next Monday, this upcoming Monday, and then you'll see me sometime around. I don't know. You'll see me again. I'll announce when I'm going to be streaming again. But this was fantastic. This was amazing. Um, Seattle wins, and who knows what's going to happen? Who knows? So this was an amazing game. This was this is by far one of the top games of this season. And W, you were completely correct. We thought it was gonna happen. Then it didn't look like it was gonna happen, and then it did. And then it did. But amazing game. Like I said, I will see y'all tomorrow. I gotta go to bed because, like I said, I got a long day ahead of me tomorrow. Last day of school, and I know all teachers are happy, so are the students. So I will see y'all tomorrow, and let's hope and pray this will be a good one. But y'all have a great night. Sleep well. Manuel, do well on your tests. We all believe in you. And yeah,